Yes. I'm ready.
I've been.
Okay.
I've been yes.
Last time on Out of the Abyss, I think we were in a tomb, and I think you were exploring it, and it was like suspended in some spider webs. Oh, that's right. You were going through the silken paths, which I forgot. And you decided to stop by this just little pit stop, little tomb full of treasures. And inside was the soul of a half-elf Netherese person. Netherese is a very old. It's like an Atlantean styled old civilization that has long since fallen. Very advanced. Brysis. Yes, her name was Brysis, and it sounded like some.
Oh my god, the notes.
No, Cora is the best at taking notes. In fact, have some inspiration, Cora. Have some inspiration for...
Thanks.
You're welcome. Thanks. You're just so good at taking notes. You're better than the DM is at taking notes, and that's embarrassing.
Hold on.
Her notes are immaculate, though, too.
Oh, do I need to start giving out inspirations for note-taking? Is that how I can get more of you involved?
All right, go ahead.
Guys, don't steal my thing.
So.
Oh shit, you're right.
Oh, actually, I'm just opening up my notes now because I wanted to remember some of the characters' names that I had.
Yeah, I
before.
forget that. Look, guys, I've had in-laws over, so I have an excuse.
That's fair. That's super valid, actually. That's so valid.
Yeah.
It's a terrifying thing to have the in-laws, you know? Like, I hope it's not contagious.
In-laws or int-loss?
Both.
In-laws.
Oh, I heard int-loss.
I almost went on another
That's
tangent,
scary
but
too.
I am going to resist because it's going to open up a whole new can of worms. Anyways, the Tomb of Brysis, you have been poking around. You actually came across the spirit of Brysis who attacked you. It was not the voice calling for help. So, you have officially ended the fight. I feel like you ended it very easily too. Like it wasn't even anything at all. My bad.
Hurt.
So yeah.
Can I add something too that was crazy that happened last episode?
Yeah.
According to your notes.
Yeah.
According to my research, we had the whole encounter with Kothar, and we found out that so Kothar took a level into sorcerer, and that Shawl is his sister, and he's Gratz's son. The
I
fucking
think
dog
only Elephant and Karitsu were there for that. I'm not sure to
I
find
think
that
it was
out.
everyone.
Right, our characters don't know that, but the audience knows.
Yeah.
That's right. Oh
Right.
yeah, Cora suspected. And
Cora
so
thinks Demon Prince.
Also-
Yeah.
she's playing mind games with Kothar now.
I mean, nothing
new.
new.
I know Kothar went up to me and said, "I think you're right about my mace being possessed," but did you specifically say why?
No.
Okay.
I forcibly cut the connection to message.
Okay.
I think
Forcibly.
Cora is the only
shut
one.
up, Bixby.
But I don't think Cora knows Gratz. She just knows demonic. And
Both are told
Prince.
Nicole, so Nicole knows.
Yeah, that's right.
But other than those two, nobody.
That's
No.
right. We've been so excited to
Sparky Devries played this card for anyone that calls it.
Who wants a mind reader card?
No.
Who wants
I
to
mean, I'll-
take the mind
No, I would love a mind reader.
Cora,
card.
you have a
Thank you
mind
so
reader
much.
card.
Pass on that. Ew.
Okay. 'Cause
I
I was like,
yeah.
No,
Jameis
don't try to save
controls-
yourself. Nope, don't
James
try.
controls
No.
minds. He doesn't read them. He doesn't need to.
What is Nicole gonna do with being able to read minds? He's just gonna keep doing his own thing.
Yeah. Nicole's like, oh, that's interesting. All right.
Look, in case you wanted to like get some secret information out of you can. It's a powerful tool.
Me, the player, is always interested in secret information. So
I know.
Me, the player, is also very interested, but me playing someone who isn't interested makes it difficult.
I
Right.
think that for Cora, it's in good hands. So you've just defeated this wraith And you're the gnome that's with you, whose name is
Would they ever name?
Hey, quick.
Fargus.
Well, we renamed them to Spiderbait.
Spiderbait. No, Spiderbait is a
No,
different.
no, we renamed them.
Oh,
So there were 2 Spiderbaits.
there's 2 Spiderbaits. That's right. So Fargus is this guy's name, Fargus. So Fargus, now that we've all thought he was hiding behind a tomb. He pokes a little head out. Is it gone? Can we get into the good stuff? And he's gonna scuttle over and like start trying to push the top of the coffin off. Can someone help
Some
me?
help you were.
What? I'm still affected by the spider venom.
What? Okay, listen. I did a
No,
lot
you're
of things to a spider. I'm not affected by any sort of venom. You're fine.
When you
Look,
found
so
me,
Yeah,
I
we
was,
need to
Link
talk
for
about that
help.
at some point.
you're bigger
Let's
than
not.
me.
Nicole's gonna help.
Okay, I still have detect evil and good up. Do I detect any evil or good from that coffin?
What does it detect again?
It detects. It's basically divine sense.
Can you be
constant.
specific?
I'll just reping it.
Okay,
honestly.
thank you.
Can you tell those? Like I know what it means, obviously, because I'm like super good at D&D. But like, for the people in the chat who don't know, could you just like?
Just for the people that don't.
I
Yeah.
detect aberration, celestial, elemental, fae, fiends, or undead within 30 feet of me, and I know where they're located.
As like creatures?
Yeah, creatures.
I feel like, or energy as well.
Uh-huh.
I
Yeah.
feel like energy
Oh, wait.
as
Similarly, you know
well.
if there's a place or object within 30 feet of you that has been magically consecrated or desecrated.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh.
Spicy.
Kothar, you look into the sarcophagus. And something catches your eye. And you think to yourself, Nicole, when did you put Shinebreaker inside the coffin?
Is there any more, or is that just it?
That's all. You see
Oh.
when you sense Shinebreaker. That's what you're sensing.
Do I sense 2 Shinebreakers or just 1?
Are you looking over at Nicole?
I would immediately
Nicole's
look
right
over.
next to it.
Nicole's got Shinebreaker. So you're now like confused. You're like, wait a second. Oh, is
Nicole?
anyone there? Please, can someone please let me out? It's really dark in here. I
Nicole's
know you're
flipping.
there. I can hear you.
Wait, don't touch that yet.
Come
Too late.
on.
Yeah, so we've been going over to try and help open it.
I've been here
Hands
for
are up.
thousands of years. Please let me out. It's so dark.
Thousands of years? Are you still alive?
Cora's gonna say, "Are you nice?"
Am I nice? Oh, I'm very nice.
We
That's fine.
thought sounded nice, but then attack us. So
Oh, that wasn't me. Oh, no. No, that was the mage I was buried with.
no play trick on Cora.
I would never. I promise.
Insight.
Okay.
Insight if play trick on Cora.
I promise on my handle that I am being honest and true.
I don't know what a handle is.
I got a 22.
Oh, she's
don't know
being
what that
she's
means.
so nice.
Okay, open. Open
Oh,
for help
please hurry,
and
hurry,
open
hurry.
for shiny.
If I've been here for a second longer, I'm going to just go insane.
Been here for 10,000 years. You probably already are insane, but we're not going to talk about that right now. We're just going to get you out.
VIP.
Thanks, Adria.
Is Ron
Yes,
with us?
thank you,
Pride
Adrian.
Wing L Adrian 55 Wink Pride Wing R.
That's loud.
Hey.
I always forget that's so loud. I'm so sorry.
You're good. You're good. Do you want Ron to be with you?
Well, just if the party seems hesitant about opening it,
Oh,
like.
Yasin was going to go open
Yeah,
it. right
we're
away.
already pushing it open.
Oh, okay. I thought you stopped because
Shiny
Kothar-
is like,
Yeah, and Kothar's just like, wait, what? Huh?
Open.
This time.
Open.
You push open the sarcophagus, and you see Bryce's corpse laid to rest in fine silks that have been kind of rotted away, but actually fairly preserved. It is a mummy. Her body is wrapped. You see, you realize as you push the sarcophagus handle off that you could actually pry off the veneer that is made of gold. And you could probably sell that or something. So those of you who are taking treasure notes, the covering of the sarcophagus is worth 250 gold. You also see all kinds of treasures circling the now peaceful corpse of Bryces. You see a silk bag. Inside is 4,000 silver, 1,200 gold, and 11 zircons that are each worth 50 gold. You find a necklace of fireballs draped around her throat. A beautiful gilded potion with a pink liquid inside on one side, and another beautifully gilded potion with a red liquid on the other side. And it takes you a second to notice, but as you keep hearing, come on, look down, no, a little bit further, you notice on the lap of the mummy is a sword hilt that is made of gold.
Is that where I detect?
Yes.
If you are okay with us desecrating your tomb for the treasures.
It's not my tomb. I told you. I was just buried with this bitch.
Oh, so like it's cool if we take this stuff?
I don't give a fuck. Get me out of here, please. Pick me up.
Hell
pick me
yeah.
up, pick
All
me
right.
up.
That's all J-Mitch needs to hear. He jumps in.
Same. Like, cool. Let's take it.
I don't jump in. I mage hand and like start grabbing all the stuff.
Wait,
Nicole picks up the sword hilt.
Nicole?
Are you the sword hilt?
Oh, I'm so much more than a... Okay, there's a little button just right.
And Nicole, you're like, oh yeah, that's the spot.
Just push that. But point me away from your face.
A golden light. Boom.
It's a lightsaber. It's a lightsaber.
It's not what I'm imagining, but okay.
The whole room fills with a beautiful golden light.
That feels nice. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Dawnbringer.
How bright is it?
Bright light.
Like
Not daylight.
It is not. It's gonna be like bright to you. You guys are like, wow. It is bright light.
Will Yasmin have trouble looking at it because of her sunlight sensitivity?
It's not sunlight. It's just like a torch, like if you're looking into a torch, but a yellow golden torch.
It's Dawnlight, so it's
Dawnbringer is the name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Thank
Yeah.
you. I got a salad.
It's a tasty salad. You guys are gonna hear some crunching.
Are
But
you
first-
eating something?
J-Mitch immediately yells it's cursed and melts it.
Oh, please don't put me. Just. I haven't seen light in thousands of years. I've been stuck in the dark. I hate the dark.
But
I can
clearly
relate
you
to
are
that.
light.
Yes.
You are light? Are you not light when you're inside too?
No.
Like, is it not just all light and just compacted?
I have to be on for the light to work.
If the sun is on and nobody's around to see it, is it truly shining?
Yes.
Wow, you are so poetic.
Thank you.
So smart.
Can we stop and back up for a second here? Are you a sword?
Yes.
Or are you more than a sword?
I am what the Netherese called a sentient weapon.
Can Yasmin do some sort of check on this?
What are you
How did
trying?
you gain your sentience?
Would it be like history or something, or maybe I don't know.
Sure. Do you know anything about Netherese or sentient weapons, or would you?
Well, Yasmin would have studied about swords because it's the whole motif of Balustrade. So
Okay.
she might have heard something about that.
I would
So,
say you have heard of sentient weapons before.
yeah, it actually is something I heard of them having back then. sentient
So
weapons.
that's a lot of light. Do you use fuel? Do we need to plug you
No.
in or something?
Just whatever you do, don't turn me off, please.
Did you used to be a person?
No.
Nakul, you kind of have a familiarity. This sword reminds you a lot of Shinebreaker, but just talkative. Shinebreaker does seem to emanate a personality to you sometimes.
Kothar would definitely kind of get Nicole's attention and point to Dawnbringer, and then point to Shinebreaker, and just mouth, they're the same.
Shinebreaker doesn't talk though.
He points to his hand that's channeling the spell, and he's like,
Oh, do you have another? And you kind of feel the sword hilt pulling towards Shinebreaker.
Can I may I just a little bit closer, please? Hi. Nice to meet you. What's your name? Shinebreaker. Oh, wow, that's a really nice name. I'm Dawnbringer. Oh, I know we're going to be such good friends.
And you feel Shinebreaker kind of glowing with a warmth and a pleasantness.
You know what?
And Azura leans to Jamage. Do you think they could make more of them if they had babies?
Absolutely. Absolutely. We should craft them babies. We should forge them for them.
Wait.
Do you know how to make sentient weapons? That's amazing.
She sounds
Not just weapons in
she sounds
general,
like
but we
she's
can figure
having
out
a
the rest. Are you eating right now?
Oh, sorry. I just have to get my calories in. No, you know
How
what?
are
I'm
you?
sorry.
What are you eating? What?
Darkness? It's probably eating darkness with a name like Dawnbringer.
I am eating all of your good vibes.
You know what? This
Hey.
isn't the weirdest thing that happened this week, so I'm okay with all of this, actually.
How come you are good, but lady in Sark
Oh,
Marcus.
Bryce,
that?
she wasn't all
Yes.
that bad in life, but when a mortal is stuck here for 10,000 years, they just get kind of cranky and their soul can't leave and they just want to leave, You guys did good though. You let her go. I was getting kind of sick of her.
How did Sword find Bryces?
Bryce has purchased me, I think. It's been a long time. But she used me. I was more of an ornament, just a symbol of status.
What do?
Oh, it burns people.
All right, I'm gonna give you Shinebreakers. Who wants it?
Yeah, what if
Nicole.
it's
Dawnblade.
Wait, what are we doing?
I
Dawnblade.
feel like the couple should have the couple of sentient
Okay,
weapons.
I'm gonna
Yeah, I
read
thought
this.
this was a Karetsu thing. I thought
Yeah,
it
I
was like
did
an
too.
upgrade.
No, this is
I
not
thought maybe Jewel will.
Okay.
This is an out of
Um,
the abyss thing. I did not invent this.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
In fact, the
okay.
chat is complimenting my take on Dawnbringer's personality.
I love it.
Amazing take.
So I'm gonna read you
Jocelyn.
I'm gonna read you what it does. You gain a +2 to attack and damage. This is a +2 weapon. It deals radiant damage instead of slashing damage. If you hit an undead with it, it does an additional 1d8 radiant damage. It's a short sword, so it's already doing... Oh, its damage is 1d8 unless you two-hand it. It's a 1d10. It's versatile, so dex or strength. Martial weapon. The luminous blade emits a bright light in 15-foot radius and dim light for another 15 feet. The light is... Oh, it is sunlight. Oh!
Oh boy.
So, Yaslin, you're just
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
it doesn't hurt you.
Ruh-roh.
It just makes it, you can't see everything very well. It's like walking into a house after you've been outside for too long.
It's a tanning bed, okay? It's not actual sunlight.
Oh, so when the blade persists, you can use an action to expand or reduce the radius of its bright and dim light by 5 feet to a maximum of 30 or a minimum of 10. So you could do a maximum of 30 feet of bright, 30 feet of dim, or a minimum of 10 feet bright, 10 feet dim. While holding the weapon, you can use an action to touch a creature with the blade and cast Lesser Restoration on that creature. It can't only be used once per day.
Damn, that's
Oh,
a cool
question.
weapon for sure.
How does my mace feel about this sword?
Ooh,
Ooh, good question.
jealous.
Let's-
Jealous of,
Jealous?
like, the attention, or
Mhm.
like
Yeah. Yeah.
Does my mace feel like he needs to compensate for something?
Your
No
mace
way.
is like quivering, like, pay attention to me, pay attention to me.
I look at the mace and I say, you can't cast like that. I can do it manually.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Who wants to carry the talkative one?
I can barely look at it.
Poor Yasla.
I mean, I have no use for such a weapon. It would not be effective in my hands.
When you
I
when
mean,
you said I have no
am all for
use, he goes,
swords, but I don't even use them, so most of the time.
I mean, I guess I could carry it for a bit, but I have this awesome glaive already. I don't know if I really.
I mean, this would definitely be a massive upgrade to your glaive, but
Oh.
Yeah.
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 I mean, if no one else has use for her, she seems really nice, and maybe she could tell me about some cool shit.
Well, I mean, I don't use bladed weapons for general purposes, so I guess it's yours then.
Is that
if
like a
you're
moral
okay with
thing?
that.
Or...
Yes, it's a moral thing.
Fair enough.
We only splatter brains across with hard things. We don't.
Yeah.
So is
He
this
only horny
considered a
bonks.
two-handed weapon or a one-handed weapon?
It's
First-
one-handed, but you can two.
Yeah. So if you use one hand to wield it, it does 1d8 damage. If you hold it with both your hands, it's 1d10 damage. It's radiant damage, which gets around certain weaknesses or invulnerabilities, strengths, resistances. That's the word. And if what you attack with it is undead, it does an additional 1d8. So 1d10 and 1d8 radiant damage.
So,
Can you self-cast Lesser Restoration?
Yep.
Damn.
oh,
Damn, yeah, take that. You need that.
Well, are you trying to say something about my ability to survive?
Well, it's just handy. Self-heals? Damn.
It does
Lesser
sound
restoration isn't a heal. It's
Doesn't
a
heal.
it's
No,
a
it's not a heal.
gets rid of like a disease or a curse.
Oh.
good. It's just
It's
kind of
like
like
a
poison.
poison.
My bad.
Petrified.
It's like a cleanse.
Sterilized.
Yeah.
Ah.
Mm.
Okay, okay. It's not like I don't literally have a gold bladed lightsaber sitting on my wall that I can use later for this.
Well, Anazira, I guess here. I guess you'll just have to be used to not having quite the same reach.
Oh.
Do I have to feed the
I
sword
technically
too?
Get reach because of my
If you activate your
Abilities.
ability,
Yeah, only if you activate it though.
Mm.
yeah.
Your tendril.
honestly, it's such a plus 2.
It's
Yeah,
a big.
that's-
It's a
that's
big
big.
upgrade.
Yeah, I can just use the sword plus the tendril and have the same reach anyways. And can you imagine my cerulean dragonborn breathing lightning and then spinning around this gold?
You are a
lightsaber?
Jedi. You are a Jedi.
Or wait,
Oh my
You
god.
have brought
A
honor
Jedi?
to-
or a Sith, because Sith lightning is.
Gold blades are kind of gray anyways,
Yeah,
right?
they
Like
are.
I am not Jedi or Sith. I am just
Oh yeah, who I forget who was. Wait,
well,
what's his name?
The temples.
The
were,
Revenites. I don't
And
remember.
then, yes, I didn't actually watch all of Clone Wars yet. I don't know.
Okay, I'm done with my salad.
Revenites. Wouldn't that be a Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic thing? Was it Revan?
Yeah, but
I
I
didn't watch
remember
that one
playing
either.
one of the video games and
That-
there was a
that's a
whole
game.
group.
It's a gang. Hell yeah. I'm
Yeah,
a gang leader.
it's an old game on.
Galaxy
It was
far,
originally
far
on.
away.
It
Out
was
of
originally
the
on
abyss.
Xbox, I think.
Yeah.
Cora's gonna
Like the
go into
original
the
one.
sarcophagus and take the necklace of fireballs. Ooh.
Lovely.
What is?
Let me see if I
Whoa.
can put all this stuff in your guys' inventories.
While Cora
and
is
she's gonna take
I'll
it
identify that.
Yeah, she's gonna take it over to J Mitch and let him identify it.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna identify it and immediately understand what it is and freak out because Cora handed it to me. Oh, very interesting. Oh, it's a necklace of cooking. Oh, it's great. Oh,
Kind of, yeah.
Insight.
yeah.
Insight.
Oh, you don't want to go toe to toe with me in insight. Trust.
Insight versus deception.
Trust.
Oh shit.
I
No,
am
yeah, I know you're right.
deceiving.
Oh, that
For
was-
sure.
Cora, that is a necklace of cooking.
Yeah. It allows you to cook anything at any time that you want in a large area.
But it is very shiny and has red rubies and silver, like filigree and settings, and it sparkles.
I'm not, by the way, I'm not giving it back to you. I'm holding it in my hands, refusing to give it back to you. I give you back your pearl, though.
Yeah. Okay. Koi no cook. Jaina-chan.
Yeah. I think this is a perfect necklace for me. I'm gonna put it on.
Oh. Okay.
Cook with it later, maybe. Who knows?
So, when Nicole is holding Dawnbringer,
Yes.
I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna ask Dawnbringer, can
Hello.
you tell us, do you know the name Tagistan?
Tagistan. Tagistan. It's a weird name.
So it's not familiar to you?
No, never heard it in my life.
Insight?
Sure.
I don't know why a sword would be lying to me, but you never know.
It's sentient. That was almost a 1.
Oh.
Yeah.
She sounds like she's telling the truth.
Oh, Kothar. Ask Shiny Sword to ask, not Shiny Staff. If no Tagistan.
Can you ask Shinebreaker if it knows Tagistan?
Sure. Okay. Hold on. Just put me up right next to Shinebreaker, please.
And Azura leans over and holds it close. How close do you need to be?
It's let me out
Hi,
from
Mr.
Pokemon ask you the Pokemon questions.
Mr. Shinebreaker, do you know who Tagistan is? Oh, really? No way. What? Get out of here. Wait, really? And he doesn't know. Well, that's hilarious. Well, wait, should I tell him? Oh, you think they might not be ready? I don't know. I see. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, I'll pass on. Okay, yeah, okay. Shh. So Shinebreaker says that you might not be ready. Yeah, have you ever had information that was just so shocking that it kind of puts you in this weird denial, kind of like just.
Cora immediately looks at Kothar.
Kothar is just like, no, I never
like
have.
sweating, holding your breath.
No, I never have. Why do you ask?
Are you sure?
And Azura
Not even a
looks
little
at
bit.
Nicole.
Aslan's wondering now.
Okay.
Yeah, like
And
I
Azura's
just
looking at Nicole instead.
Shinebreaker's kind of afraid it's gonna break your friend's brain. And not in like
my
a
brain.
goofy little like, oh my gosh, that's really wild. But like literally break his brain. At least
Okay,
that's
I
what
don't know if this
Shinebreaker
is
said.
going to work, but I'm gonna try it anyway. I have a card of mind reading from Pradix a couple of sessions ago. I want to use it on Shinebreaker.
Oh my gosh.
I want to read
Okay.
Shinebreaker's thoughts.
Interesting.
Okay,
Oh,
I have
no.
to be very. What am I gonna say?
Secretive.
Oh, I want to give an honest answer that will not be lame.
I'd forgotten about that.
I know.
Oh, I have it marked down.
Shinebreaker is thinking. You're doing this to Shinebreaker, right?
Shinebreaker.
Okay. Shinebreaker.
Not to Dawnbringer.
Shinebreaker is thinking that. How do I want to say this?
You know you did good when you have to make the DM think.
Yeah, I want to say this in
Yeah.
an eloquent way.
I'm gonna reread what it does.
Okay, this is what he says. You hear Shinebreaker's voice. It's very airy. It doesn't have like a note. It's almost like a whisper. And you hear Tagistan will learn his truth on his own. He'll only believe it if he sees it himself.
Damage
just kinda-
casts message on Shinebringer and is like, please tell me the juicy goss. I won't tell anybody. Please, I just gotta know. Just to see if it works.
You hear that breathy, like, mind your own business.
Message this bow staff this entire freaking time? Are you kidding me?
Spamming? Really? Spam message spam.
Yeah. Hey, you up? What's going on? Hey.
How you doing?
Yeah.
You're gonna slip up, and I'm gonna catch you. I'm gonna catch you
Yeah.
slipping.
Hey, Tagistan, right? Crazy. Talk to me? Question mark.
Wait, this is all completely silent because I don't know that he's mind reading. It's just gone quiet, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
is
Mhm.
so, my brain?
You just see Jamich go like this.
I thought we could hear the message. Like, I thought
I'm
you had
with-
to actually say it and we could hear it out loud.
I'm just whispering.
I think
it
it's just
under my
between the
breath.
two. It's
Yeah,
like a...
I can. I whisper it. It is a verbal component, so I do.
Oh, you
I do.
do say
I do
it.
have to say it, but I can do it quietly if I want.
Yeah.
So you're like, hey.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, you up? What's going on?
Yeah, but Kothar, that's the information you get.
Kothar's just kind of eyeing Shinebreaker, and then Dawnbringer, and then Nicole, and then Shinebringer. I mean, fuck, what are their names?
Dawn. You can call him
Dawnbringer,
Dawn.
then Dawnbreaker, then-
Dawn.
Dawn and Shine.
Bringer.
Yeah, Dawnbringer.
Dawn and Shine. Okay, Dawn and Shine.
You can just call
That's
me
what we're-
Dawn.
So it's Dawnbreaker.
Bringer.
Just be sure.
Dawnbringer.
You know,
That's what
Shine.
they called you when they made
Bringer.
you? Dawn?
Yeah, Dawnbringer. That's what they call it.
There's dawn and there's shine. Do you think there's a dusk?
I'm sure there is a sword out there, or an axe out there, or a whip out there called Dusk. I feel like
What about night?
probably, yeah,
you-
there's probably a sword out there or a
What
staff
about
out
late
there.
afternoon?
Yeah.
What about
I think so.
twilight?
Yeah, I think that would make
Early
sense.
morning.
Early
Brunch.
morning does sound like a name.
Late
that-
afternoon is my cousin.
If I were to find this this Nightbringer, do you think that you guys would be like siblings or like a couple? Like, would you guys get along? Do you think because you're opposites, two opposites attract, or
It
would you just hate each other? 'Cause
totally
I can imagine dual
depends.
wielding you both, and it could be a party.
I mean, it just depends on if Nightbringer is a nice person or not. I don't know. I never met one.
That's a reasonable answer. I'm okay with this answer.
It would only be
Right
my
now, there's
sibling if
just
my creator
smoke.
also created him.
There's just smoke coming out of Nicole's ears as
I'm
he's
just,
trying to
like,
process all of this.
Patting his shoulder. It's all right.
Cora's still
Nightbringer sounds
rummaging
like-
through the sarcophagus, and she takes one of the zircons out, and it's kind of like a mineral, right? Like it's not super.
I don't know what a zircon
I
looks like.
googled it.
It's a gemstone sort of
Okay.
mineral.
Also, I'm looking at a message and it says only the target can hear.
There's
Someone
all
said
kinds
that
of
in my chat,
zircon
so-
colors. It's like a semi-precious.
Oh,
ring.
Only the
That's
target
actually
can
kind of-
hear, but there's a verbal component that means that Jamich has to say to cast it.
Yes.
It looks
So we
like
know that he's
tiger's
talking,
eye.
but we don't know
Yeah.
what.
Right. You guys don't hear the message. You would hear me whispering under my breath.
Yeah, you don't hear the response.
hmm
Or the actual message
Okay.
itself, apparently.
Right.
Cora's gonna shine up two of them and hide them behind her back, one in each hand. Okay, shiny. Pick.
I don't know if Adrian was here when we named the dragon Shiny.
I'm okay with shiny. It is shiny and brilliant like a sapphire, like a red sapphire.
I'm just saying you might not know that we're referring to the dragon.
Yeah.
Oh.
The
okay,
dragon's
no, I did
name
not.
is Shimmerine, but we call them Shiny.
Yeah.
Oh, it's perfect. Okay.
Yeah. Shiny looks at your right hand and then looks at your left hand. And then his eyes draw to some of the trinkets hanging from your scarf and
It must be my birthday.
Elephant, you get inspiration.
Thank you.
Thank you. And then it sits expectantly. And then
Jamich chucks the necklace into his shirt.
Shiny tries to pick both at the same time, very sneaky. He goes,
Shiny. One.
and he just gestures to your right hand while rolling his
Okay.
eyes.
Behind her back, she puts both of them in her right hand.
Aww.
And then
Oh, we're gonna go broke.
He takes both of them like big balls in his hand and he starts going clack, 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 clack. And then he starts crawling and he takes them and he throws them a little bit and then crawls after it and picks it back up and then throws it up and then grabs it and then throws it up and then giggles and then grabs it and he's just doing this for the next little while. And it's
he's gonna be exhausted and sleep so well tonight.
So cute.
Is anybody can Jamich identify potions as well with that spell?
Yes,
Or...
but you
Yeah.
do see the halfling kind of rummaging his feet up over, and he comes up and he has the pink potion in his hand. He goes, "Aha! This is what I've been trying to get. This is what I've came here for."
And then Cora immediately like yoink.
Oh, please, look, I brought you here. Can that just be my cut? You guys can have the shiny...
What?
Let's figure out what it does first.
I
then
know
we can
exactly what it
decide.
does.
Tell.
Cool, let me figure it out as well. And I cast Identify on it. Ritual cast.
Well, that's going to take you 10 minutes.
Yes.
So as you try to cast it, he's going to try to take it back.
I'm like holding it above. I'll mage hand hold it. Or no, I can't. I have to hold on to it. I'll just hold it above my head and like.
Nicole is gonna grab the halfling by the collar.
Oh, come on, guys. I brought you here. Do I not get anything? That's all I want.
Well,
He looks
haven't even
super
shown me
embarrassed.
your secrets,
He
a
starts
wise
blushing.
potion of wonder.
He starts blushing.
That's my ritual.
Just sings.
Cora will take 2 zircon and give it to him as his cut.
I don't want this.
Beggars can't be
What?
choosers.
I'm not
What
a
do you
beggar.
think-
I'm your partner.
What?
I brought you here.
What do you think the
Saved
potion
you.
does?
He blushes hard and then bites his lips.
What does it do?
It's not a big deal. It's
I'm still like
Yeah.
ritual casting this.
Yeah.
by the way.
I mean,
Like,
We're
in the
not
background.
getting out of this until you tell us what.
Fine, it's a love potion.
Why do you
You're gonna
need
use this for...
Halfling, half crush. Halfling, half crush. She's like skipping around.
Look, she said that if I could impress her by going into the Underdark and getting the lost love potion of girls love love potions. They love them. It's so weird. I don't get it. But she said that if I get it for her, that maybe she'd let me take her on a date.
You know, I feel like I hate to be the one to tell you this, but I feel like you deserve better. She's sending you on a mission to go get something that will let her cast a love potion on someone who she doesn't think
Maybe
likes them.
she's giving it to her friend. I don't know.
Also, she basically sent you off to die.
I
feel
thought
like she's
maidens
taking
always
advantage of you.
maidens
You
are
probably
always
have-
sending their sworn lovers out on adventures, right? Isn't that what being an adventurer is all about?
I mean,
Impressing
maybe,
your high
Kothar.
school crush.
but not adventures to go get the love potion for them to use on somebody else. I feel like she's abusing you. Like
It's none of your. I should have never said anything. Fine, take this stupid potion. I'll find another one. I think I could.
If you
figure
come
it
back with
out.
something cooler, and if she doesn't like it, then you know that she's not worth your time.
Like this. And Cora pulls out another zircon.
It's about the specific thing, you know.
I mean, what if the potion was empty and it was just the bottle?
Why
so
do
you
you
proved to her
guys
that
want
got
it?
Looking out for you.
Why
You
do you
just
think?
think that you deserve better. If someone that you like isn't willing to respect the efforts you're willing to take, even if it doesn't give them a random
She'll
object,
respect it as soon as I give it to her. She's gonna be so impressed. She's gonna say, "Fargas, I don't know
Oh, you
why
mean
I
you're gonna
didn't
make her
see
take it?
I'm not gonna give it to her. No, that's gross.
What do you think she wants it for then?
Yeah, but what do you think
Girl-
she wants it for? If she's gonna give it to somebody, doesn't that kind of make
Maybe
her
she's
grow?
just testing me. I don't know. She just said love potion. That's what
What
she
if
wanted.
we just help confirm that you got it, so you prove that you were able to?
How are you
without
gonna do
having to actually
that?
Also,
We go
why
to
do
Or
you
that.
start
want to
Are you
love
gonna write a
potion?
You start
note?
sketching like him, like holding the love potion, like smiling, just doodling. like a
his
caricature, and then
face
she
is
shows it.
so red, and he's so flustered, and he's just rubbing his little knuckles. He's like,
Oh, guys, I figured it out. This is a love potion. How interesting.
What does it do, J-Mitch?
So I suppose whoever drinks this falls in love with somebody who gives it to them. I'm assuming, is that what it does? I have no idea. I have no idea what it actually does. What is?
"You're not gonna give it to me, are you?"
Quite,
I
Be
mean,
the real one.
I think yes can have.
yeah, I don't see why not.
That's all I want.
Literally-
Oh, you guys are the best. Oh my gosh, can you just drop me off at Blingdenstone?
Did we destroy
wonder why-
Indian Stone?
No, that's.
Did you
Oh,
what?
okay.
Yeah, the other city.
It's gone to
Nothing,
right.
nothing.
Did you
Don't
destroy-
worry about it, Vargas.
I wonder how hard it'd be to make one of these love potions, because that could really screw up things in a drow society. It's like classes.
That's why it's
instead.
called the lost treasure. I don't know.
If this was a
Bryce's-
lost treasure, why was it so valuable? You only use it once or twice, I would assume.
Well, this potion is probably not that valuable to Bryces. That was legend that she had one, and they're pretty rare, but I'm sure most grave robbers would prefer the lightsaber. You're so kind.
I
Dawnbringer
do
is
enjoy
still
a good
on, by
enchantment
the way.
magic, but I suppose, and I give it up.
And promise no use on us.
He kind of makes a face like I didn't want any of you to fall in love with me.
Good.
Hela puts it in his sleeve. Adrian's restarting her computer.
Mhm.
He puts it up his
Technical
sleeve.
difficulties.
All right,
Wait.
should we get out of here? This place gives me the creeps.
Let's go.
Do we want to identify the red potion before we leave, or not? Or we do it later?
Yeah, walk and talk. I grab it.
You can't identify while you're walking.
Can I, for the sake of time,
You
can I
hang
hold
out
on to
for
the
10
person in
minutes.
front of me and just like close my eyes as I'm walking?
It's a greater.
Nicole's just gonna carry him
It's a
as
greater
he's as we're
healing
going
potion.
out.
Uppies?
It's a greater healing potion.
It's a what?
Greater
Healing
healing potion.
Oh, yeah, it's a greater healing potion. I knew that right away. I didn't need to identify it. That would have been crazy.
As you guys start to leave, you notice as Anazera tries to push Shinebreaker away, she goes, "No, don't put me away. That would be terrible. Please keep me out. That would thank you.
Oh,
Don't you want to be put away?
No, because look, when you've been trapped in a box for 10,000 years, you grow a little bit of a phobia of the dark.
well, you might
do you
need to go into darkness again for at least a little bit, because if there's too much light here, we're going to get murdered, and then you're going to
Hold
fall
on.
down that hole and be
I
in darkness for a long time.
may have thought of a very clever solution. What if you cast light inside the halberd.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, the sheath.
I do that.
I just am claustrophobic. It's nicer in there. You see, it's like glowing from the inside out. It's so nice. Come on, please. Can I just hang out with you guys? Me and Shinebreaker, we're just starting to talk about some stuff. Please.
Problem is, if you stay out, we won't be alive for you to hang out with.
I'll protect you. Look how strong I am.
From millions upon millions of spiders.
Wait, there's what?
There's a lot of spiders here.
What?
We've already run into them.
Spiders? Oh, phew.
Is it light in there?
Yes, thanks. Tell me when the spiders are gone.
All right.
Oh, they won't be gone for.
A lot of phobias
A
for
long
something that
time.
can literally cut through all of their fears. All right, let's keep going.
I don't think you should judge the sword, Jamich. You
As
just
would
like
you,
it,
but
Andrew.
You are absolutely correct. It is beneath me.
It's literally been beneath all of us for the past thousand years.
Literally. I'm not used to things being beneath me. Anyway, let's keep going.
How does it feel, I say, as I look down on Jamich?
Yeah.
How does it feel to be shorter than everybody?
It feels
Rude.
short. I mean,
Topsy and Turvy look up at you like,
Nothing, don't worry about it.
Nicole's gonna like casually walk over and put an arm on Pothar's shoulder and like lean and push him down a little bit.
How tall is
Can
Jamich?
I roll to resist?
Jamich is like, I think 3'5".
I'm
Okay,
not that
'cause-
short.
I feel like you get
Oh,
shorter
yeah.
every week.
Do I? It was either.
You were like 4'5".
It was either 4'5" or
You were
3'5". I think it was
4
4'5".
foot
Yeah.
something,
So you're not that
4'5".
much. You're not that much.
You're also in
shorter
the
than
company of a
Yasmin.
hobbit,
Yasmin-
3 gnomes, and 2 myconids.
I know that canonically in the party of PC characters, I'm the shortest.
Shorter
Well,
than Hemlock?
Well,
Yeah,
ignoring
Hemlock
Hemlock.
is the
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
dear.
yeah. Hemlock is taller than me because they can fly.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
Fair.
I think that Cora and
We've
Yasmin are the
established.
same height. They're both
Yeah,
5 feet, I
5
think.
feet, yeah.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I would be 4'5". 4'5".
Stop using me as your armrest. Come on. I'm not. You could
I
have done that
mean-
when I was shorter, not now. We're almost
Are
the
you
same
still
height.
shorter than? No, I'm still taller than you.
We're almost the same height.
You're still shorter.
I curl up in a ball in front of Kothar as they're walking and trip them.
While we're climbing on the
Damn
spider
those
web, that's not
short
good.
people! I just sat everywhere. Ew. Ew.
And you were very that was discriminatory. All right. Continue onward.
All
look
right.
short.
You make your way out of the tomb and climb carefully out of the entrance with the rope that you tied. I think that's how you descended in. I just realized that this really fluffy, pretty music is playing, and it should not be playing. It should be scary.
It'd be a little bit
here.
creepy.
It should be creepy, and I'm about to make it so. Oh no, I'm on the mysterious. I have to restart this. Hold on.
Forgot to say that Jamich is slightly above the national average of Dwarven heights. There, I said the joke.
I couldn't believe you missed that. Like, I
I
was
can't
so
believe I
waiting
missed it
for
too. I just thought of it. I'm so mad at myself.
As you leave, you hear Cowabunga! What's up, dudes? Did you get what you were looking for? Yeah, Spiderbait and I have been kind of circling around, waiting for you. It took you kind of a while. Are you good?
Right. We did have quite a bit of, adversarial.
Is that slime covering you? Ew,
This
ecto
is-
gross.
this is- Yeah, this is slime or ectoplasm. Ghosty boys are in there, and wraithy boys, and girls.
Dude,
are all-
wraithy
I didn't really
dudes
ask-
and dudettes.
Yeah, I didn't really ask their gender, but I assumed that they were, they identified as something. But regardless of that, they're all gone and we got the treasure. So we're ready to forge onward.
Rad, you want to throw us anything our way, or Yeah, you gonna share it?
Oh, do we have any? Did we split it already?
We have not split it yet.
Oh, not cool, bro. Not cool.
Whoa! We didn't say that you're not getting anything. We just haven't split it yet. Split it up yet.
We don't want to split it when we're in the middle of danger.
Right. we should
Yeah.
probably, you know.
All right. Let's get out of here. Re-soap up your feet, and yeah, let's get out of this mess. We've just got like a few more kilometers to go, and hopefully, no more spiders will try to mate with us.
No more spiders. Yeah, hopefully that'd be the worst thing.
I look at J-Mitch.
I would hate that.
Hey,
Still looking
brah.
at you.
I see those spider bites down your back.
Oh.
Hey, look, I'm not here to judge.
Were they showing? I didn't notice. He like tucks the back of his shirt down. He was like that. He intentionally lifted up 2 minutes earlier. Right, let's keep going.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, soap up, my dudes. Let's get out of here. And they guide you away from the twisted, hanging cocoon of a tomb. And you hold on to each other very carefully, not casting any light. Though I think all of you have some way to see through the dark. So, though maybe some of the NPCs... A halfling does. I don't think halflings see in the dark.
They have
No, I don't.
dim light vision
Oh,
only.
so everybody can see. No problem. Y'all make your way through. You see scuttling across the walls and the ceilings and the different multi-layered pathways. Carefully stepping to the side, down, up again. It is quite complex. Definitely not point A to point B. And after a few hours of careful silence, the webs begin to thin out, and you are able to pull yourself onto a platform that leads into a cavern, a cave, like a tunnel. It's like a balcony that kind of like overlooks the whole silken pathways. All right, my dudes, here we are.
Thank you for your help.
No problemo. Hey, if you want a tip, man, that's cool too. If not, I guess that's okay. But
Yaslin will give them 5 gold each.
wow, yeah, do that. Much appreciate. But yeah, we'll be on our way.
Are you expecting something more? You sound disappointed.
Nah, dude, it's all right.
I give him 10 more gold each.
We
Wow.
haven't been able to the loot yet, so
Their
you
eyes
can have
glow. They're
the-
like, oh my god, that's like so much,
Oh, bruh.
dudes. All right, well, hey, if you ever need a ride or a guide through the silken pathways, hey, we're your goblins, brah.
We will
No offense.
send a message your way.
No offense, but I hope to never be back here again.
Oh, non-taken, dudette. Non-taken. It's not for everyone. I mean, we kind of like it. Ever since we found this place, we've been surfing the web ever since. Right, bro? Yeah, right, bro. All right, my dudes. Later. And he, like, steps backwards and kind of, like, goes, like, he looks like he does, like, a back straight dive. And then he goes out of sight. And then you see a second later him zipping, like Tarzan, skating really fast on the ropes, and they're all like giving you little peace signs.
And as Zero mimics, later, dudes. Maybe there was a lot of good loot here. I might actually come back, you guys.
Oh, see you then.
Get me away from the spiders.
Can I come out now?
No.
Aw.
No, until they're a good
Best
space
NPCs
away
ever.
from them.
No.
I just want to point out that we have 69 viewers. Nice.
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 Ew.
Wait, there's someone watching us? Where?
I don't want to know how many spiders are watching us.
Yeah, how many
Yeah, we
spiders is that?
probably
With,
have
like,
way more than that.
69 eyes, or is that
Yeah.
69 bodies?
69 times a million, because there's a lot of spiders here.
Oh,
Um,
we're still okay. I suggest we walk further along, away from the spiders, and then set up camp.
then
Agreed.
we can
Okay.
talk.
Can we see Jamich's lover watching us?
The Jamich's lover? Oh, yes, Jamich. You, as you turn to leave, you look
Totally.
back,
Yeah.
just kind of, and you see kind of like peeking out from the corner, like 6 eyes, all blinking like asymmetrically, and then a little, and then like skitters away.
I hate when they're clingy like this. All right, let's keep going.
Who knows? Maybe next time you're in the area, you'll find out you're a dad.
Oh no.
What did I miss?
How would that work?
Yeah,
I'm
you missed
concerned.
that.
Just
How
did
would
you-
that have worked?
Did you know
Assets?
that in D&D lore, the reason why there's no like half dwarfs or like dwarf elves is because dwarves have the dominant genealogy as far as like traits go, like dominant recessive
So
traits.
any half is
So
actually
anything
just
that
full.
Yes.
anything that a dwarf is able to impregnate, they will come out a dwarf.
Right.
Would
So
that still be true
full-blooded
if you're a
dwarf.
polymorph?
that's a good question.
I don't know.
We will roll
Polymorph-
for it. What kind of a
Polymorph fully changes.
That's where it gets
the body,
that's where it gets
so-
interesting, and I have no idea.
Did
I would
we just
love to
invent?
do more research. And
Did we
discover.
just invent like a spider dwarf race for D&D?
They would have little beards.
little
Like
silken
I'm
beards.
just, I'm just okay. I'm imagining the form of a dwarf with like purple or blue skin,
And like
with
set
red
size.
eyes.
Oh, no.
Big red eyes, sets of them, and instead of like the beard is the shape of the mandibles.
Oh no.
Oh, that's
Oh, no.
cute though.
What if
Bearded
it was
spiders
like-
do exist.
What if it? Oh my gosh. Okay,
Okay.
it's a
It
spider.
lifts up its beard and its it's like little pincers come
No.
out.
It's a spider, but it's super hairy, like a tarantula, because of all the facial and body hair, and it comes out just fully armor clad.
Yeah, its carapace is just dwarven armor. Hold on, I
Yes.
gotta make a note of this.
Oh
no.
dear lord!
What have we done? What has Jamich done? Pardon
Yeah,
me.
what has Jamich done?
Yes,
So,
so gets it. Braided tarantula
Make
hair.
spider dwarf race. So you know how all of you have kind of like a god version, or like a, if you ever made it to level 20 through 30, what would the echelon of your character be?
Oh, man.
VIP.
Welcome,
I
Zen.
do have I have spiders in my beard too.
Jay-
Still.
Neze
Yeah.
wiggles, Neze wiggles, Neze wiggles, Neze wiggles, Neze wiggles.
Neze Wiggles.
Neze
Jay
Wiggles.
Mitch's echelon is he becomes the patriarch of an entire species that then establishes its foothold and through them gain deification.
And I become a Willy Wonka-esque character, and they all work in my chocolate factory.
Little spider kids.
Candy.
Ba-doom, ba-doom-ba-dee-doo. I've got another spider for you.
All of your chocolates have
Can you
spiders.
imagine all of like the excellent armor and stuff that you can make though with all the spider silk that they give you?
Yeah.
Guys, we're getting ahead of ourselves. This isn't the only thing that Jamich is gonna fuck. All right.
Oh. Flashback to Thumberchog.
Oh my. Okay, hey guys,
He's
let's
gonna be worse than Bo.
let's take a little break. Because I have to think about what we're going.
What repercussions have
Yeah.
happened?
Repercussions.
No, this is great. I think on stream we're gonna
Oh,
create
that
a
isn't the
spider dwarf
consequences.
race, and I'm gonna make an NPC, and he's gonna show up and be like, "Dad."
So before we go on break, quickly, I just want to ask: do we still have those little spiders that we tamed following us, or not?
If you want.
From the loot drops.
Oh yeah, if you want.
Yeah, mine are still on my beard, hanging out.
Right.
Yasmin's is still trying to get her attention.
Don't think of the implications of me polymorphing
right.
into a spider and then them witnessing. Just
That's right. The one, yes, and there was one that was really, really trying to get you to like it, and it was like,
Yeah.
All right, we're about to go on.
Cora took her spider in.
Okay, look, you are responsible for these spiders. You will feed them, you will train them, And if they die, you will bury them.
Ow.
Okay? They're not my responsibility.
Viking funeral.
For the little spiders. Before we go on break, I just wanted to do a little fit display.
Waist core
Yeah.
I made
love
this
it.
dress today.
I love
What?
Yes!
Oh my god.
My mother-in-law.
Why are you good at stuff? Like everything.
This is the first time I've ever made clothes. My mother-in-law helped me, and we got out my
Holy.
sewing. We used my sewing kit, and she helped me pick out a pattern. And
It looks so cozy.
yeah,
VIP.
Delrock, thank you. Welcome. Yeah, so I
it
made
literally
this dress.
obviously fits you perfectly because you fucking made it.
Yeah, yeah, we were like
Yeah.
cutting it to my specifications, and yeah, and then I put the little yeah. So I was excited to show that. I've never made anything before, and so now I want to get weird fabric and make myself tops. Like I want to make a top like this that cuts here and then just has slut printed everywhere. The word slut. Just slut,
Hell
slut, slut,
yeah.
slut.
Fuck
Me
yeah.
too, honestly. I should get
Yeah.
I should get a sewing machine
That's a
now.
vibe. That's a vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, just like very punky, fun shirts. Okay.
Mhm.
Let's
Looks amazing.
Thank you so much. Let's take a 15-minute break. Get some food. Get some water. I'm gonna get a drink. How?
I'm gonna
Oh,
get
and
lunch.
then I actually want to get a vibe check from you guys. Are you more interested in some role play lore drops today, or do you want a fun battle encounter?
Well, not everyone's
Well.
here, so you might want to ask that.
Yeah, let's ask it when
Think
we get
about
back.
it. Think about it, because
Yeah.
I can swing either. Really,
Hell yeah.
I can swing either. Now that I have every monster just preloaded in my foundry, I can literally just create any encounter.
The monster is the creation of J. Mitch's.
Monster was the friends we made along the way.
Oh shoot, I'm gonna have to.
Literally.
That you made, yeah. Okay. Be right back.
My system's being really weird because of all the stuff. Dami Mommy walks away. Do me proud, chat. Riot.
Oh yeah, chat. You guys should vote. What do you want us?
Yes, chat vote.
Press
Chat vote
1 for
us.
RP. For back. Press leave.
You're cutting in
For
a lot.
RP.
Oh, am I?
Mm,
A little bit.
Heck.
like it's like clipping you.
Mm,
For RP, please type
press
One.
1.
Also, I
For
still seem to
battle
be having
encounter, press
random
2.
technical issues. My camera keeps going on and off. I did not test my setup after I put it back together yesterday. I just put it back together. It was like 10:30 at night, so
okay. Why is there? I'm still here. Why is my chat rioting?
because they listen.
This is a PSA reminder that if you're going to TwitchCon and if you are staying with friends in an Airbnb, don't forget to buy yourself pajamas.
I'm so glad you said that because I didn't even think about it.
My pajamas arrived today. I was like, oh shit, I don't wear clothes when I sleep. So,
I don't think any of us would have been mad.
fair. Honestly, true and facts, but.
And we're close enough to the beach that, like, you know. Also, I'm gonna hide camera while I feast.
Ye-
What are
What
you
are you
feasting
eating?
on, though?
Yeah.
Leftover air fried chicken and
Nice.
that I did the first time ever air frying chicken breast whole in the air fryer with just like a seasoning chaos blend and oil, and it was delicious.
Sitting chaos.
Yeah, I literally just grabbed like 5 of my favorite spices and
Yeah,
mixed them in a bowl with some oil, and then
I feel
rubbed
that.
it all
Literally
over.
any seasoning on chicken is better than a seasoned chicken.
Hey, what does that necklace actually do? Does it just conjure
Necklace of
fireball?
fireballs.
So this necklace has 1d6 plus 3 beads hanging from it. I believe Scarlet said it was 4 beads.
Mm-hmm.
So you get
Total?
4 fireball.
So yeah, I can use an action to detach a bead and throw it up to 60 feet away. When it reaches the trajectory, the bead detonates at a 3rd level fireball spell.
What?
I can hurl multiple
regen.
beads to increase the level of fireball by 1 for each bead. It does not regen.
Oh.
How big of a
okay.
radius does that hit for?
I believe fireball is a 30-foot
far.
radius.
Yeah.
So anyone, okay. So 30 feet.
Yeah, anybody within that
Clearance.
30-foot radius. Not 30-foot clearance. It's a 60-foot clearance because it's a 30-foot radius. Sorry,
Radius,
20-foot
yeah.
radius. So
Mhm.
that's a 40-foot total diameter of a circle.
Yes.
They
and
took the
looted it
fun
from us.
part out of the item from. So
Mhm.
this item has existed for a while, but in
Yeah.
3rd edition or 3.5, there was a thing where if you took fire damage, it had a chance to detonate all of the pearls
Oh no.
as you're
What?
wearing it.
Including the ones the wearer is wearing?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Oh,
automatically
no.
fail the
Oh
save
my
because you
God.
Oh,
are wearing
no.
it.
That's fun.
They took that away?
They took it out.
Yo, it should regen though at like dawn or whatever.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about it though.
So it's limited use?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. At 10th level, I was planning on using. I get to grab 2 spells.
Wow.
Critter's saying that
Oh.
it's also not considered an attack in 5e, so you can throw it while invisible and not become
What the
uninvisible.
fuck? Does it say expend an action though?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
action is detaching a bead and throwing it.
Mm-hmm.
That is, it says as an action. That's what you do.
Grenade belt. Seriously.
Yeah,
looted
it takes
from a
8d6 of fire
sarcophagus,
damage.
And Cora grabbed it, not knowing what it did, and she brought
Mm-hmm.
it over to J-Midge and was like, "What do?" And J-Midge lied, and Cora failed her insight check. So J-Midge has it.
That's the best.
He said it was
Fine.
a cooking necklace.
It is a cooking necklace, cooking your
He's gonna
enemies
cook
alive
some
necklace.
enemies.
I did.
Yeah.
I didn't lie. I didn't tell the whole truth either.
Mhm.
It will cook
mean,
things
You're not
very
fair, it
well.
doesn't matter.
Cora's gonna be so mad so soon.
Mhm.
Also, I realized since we
Mhm.
are level 7, I'm like missing spells in my spellbook, so actually I'm gonna vote for more RP so I can make sure that I up like
Wait, we're level 7?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I have the correct character sheet level, but I am like supposed to have at least 2 spells at level 2, and I only have
Oh,
1 right now.
All right. I
I
am
believe
so
it's in
bad.
either treasure or campaign notes where it was like, "Hey, you guys are level 7 now."
Okay.
Yes.
I was away 1 week, so maybe that happened.
Yeah.
I think that was the week
I
that
was-
you were away, yeah.
Okay.
I think
Fair
I
enough.
was away as well, or no. I was away the week right after that, I think.
hmm
I thought you leveled already.
I did already level. I'm already so
So everyone
I,
is blanket level
Yeah.
7.
We
We are
switched to
going off of
milestone.
milestone instead of
Mhm.
experience
XP.
now.
I like that.
Just one less thing to keep track of.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I understand because Scarlett at the beginning was like, "I want to do this like super D&D, like buy the books. Like I didn't want to do any homebrew anymore." Which I'm like, in my ADHD, like I can create a whole world in 5 seconds brain. I was like, why? But yeah, I think after we got enough levels, it was counterproductive to make us keep track of all the experience and like keeping track of the encumbered weight,
Yeah.
keeping track of like our food intake and our water intake. It's like all these things we already kind of just do passively.
Like if we were like a 2 or 3 man cast with the DM, I'd understand, but
Mhm.
everything else just compoundingly takes so much more time. So I agree that
Yeah.
I mean, she did it for at least the first 6 or 7 months, so it's not like she couldn't. She could totally keep doing it. if she wanted,
Yeah.
But
But it just
obviously,
gets to a point where she's like, okay, you guys are gonna starve. I was like, well, Cora's foraged for about 12 gallons of food that we've all stored in this carriage or on our larger creature. Like it became like so
just like a checkpoint of not really
monotonous. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like we've covered we know what we're doing now. We've kind of been in the we've figured out all of our strategies, like our wake up times and our like wake up routines and our nighttime routines. So it kind of just became like ridiculous to say to the audience, if that makes sense.
It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. It's like describing where all the characters went to the bathroom that day. It's like, yeah, we went to the bathroom. Like, we know, or like, we're not leaving that out of the story. We're just choosing not to say it.
We choose not to be a scat fanfic.
Yeah. And I stick by that, honestly.
I am smiling too, but I am also stuffing my face.
Oh, did I? Oh, I thought I don't have on Zoom. I hide my screen, so I on my stream I just see like people just see me, and I forgot that I was like, did I take off the towel? And I did.
Nom nom noms.
By the way, hi chat. Don't forget about Streamloots. You can go to the Streamloots thing by hitting ! Streamloots, and when you click into Streamloots, you spelled it wrong. You'll be able to buy cards that can influence our game.
Hello.
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 Sorry, the things are moved around. My internet disconnected.
Oh, that's fine. I'll just wait until you get back in.
Oh, I'm in now.
Oh.
He just.
Oh. Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
we just have our cameras. We all just have our cameras.
Sparky Devries played this card for anyone that calls it.
Fast feather. Fast feather.
No, I don't need it. I don't need it.
You don't need to move.
Yeah.
I don't know how to use it. I'll take it, but
It's
I don't
movement.
know.
It's movement speed in combat.
Cool. I'm gonna be a lightning.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Jamich could use it, but like,
It's better for someone else.
always, yeah, it's better for somebody in the front line. Like, I'm in the back line constantly. I don't really move much.
Yeah, it's better for like Anazira or Nicole.
Question though.
Yes.
Are we sometimes remembering what Streamlit cards we have been given is hard to remember? Is it possible that like maybe in the future, Kuretsu, we could work on like making some sort of like keyed in macro so it's really easy to add it to our like inventory so we can see it when we're looking for it?
How about you put it in the treasury
as an option?
Yeah.
And then claim it.
You could also, I believe, you can add things to your inventory in Forge manually.
Yeah, if you just put the little plus
Yeah.
button and you can just write whatever you want. You can make your own
so
items.
just- make your own item and just be like,
You guys could literally make
quick feather.
yourselves anything. Any feature, item, spell, you guys could do that.
speaking of which, I need to put in the fire necklace. The
You
fireball
can.
necklace.
So, do you know how to edit that, Adrian?
I know how to make custom items.
So this is
There we go.
yeah. So open it up. Go to your inventory.
What was it called?
It was called Fast Feather, and then you can just write in the description what it does, which is you can use it as part of your movement to gain 10 additional feet of movement, and then it disappears after you use it.
Additional feet of
10 feet.
movement.
Yeah. Additional
Part
10 feet.
of my move. Quantity 1.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Done. All right. Added it.
Cool. Ooh, I ate some tacos really fast, and now my mouth is spicy.
His tacos do.
I cannot make these comments.
Behave. my family, my in-laws, may or may not have us on the big screen.
Oh,
I shall behave.
don't give me that
I
power.
shall strive to behave. I make no promises.
I know they're gonna watch a movie, so I don't know if they're still watching, but they have been.
You all met my
Um,
mace.
I mean, I've already talked about fucking a spider, so I'm
That's
pretty sure.
true.
That's also true.
Hello.
I'm pretty
in-laws.
sure it's already
Let's have
gone.
a chat.
I wanna
Um,
get one of those.
Question: how many beads were on that necklace of fireballs? I believe you
It
said
should tell
4
you.
earlier.
It should tell you.
It
I didn't
says
say
1d6
anything.
plus.
Yeah, it's
some.
1d6 plus 3. So like you have to roll for it.
Oh yeah, go ahead and roll for it, and we'll find out.
Okay. I didn't know if you already had a, because I thought you said like a
Potion
4
of
beads or
Yaslin.
something.
You drink this, you instantly become nude, and get 10 toes on each foot.
Oh, do you want me to roll it in game or
Yeah.
I manually roll? Okay, I manually rolled a 6. That doesn't count.
Sure, you did.
Exactly. I saw the 6. So I was like, it doesn't count.
Oh,
I was just showing how.
Oh, but that one
Oh.
does fucking go.
That definitely counts.
yeah, that counts. Okay.
Hell yeah. Okay. Wow. That's got a lot.
I was just showing how easy it was to quickly make a item.
Yeah. Very easy.
Activation cost item.
And
I don't know
honestly,
why mine says new loot instead of fast feather, but it's there.
because you have to go in the edit,
Go in and edit.
there's a little
I
like
did.
Where it says new loot at the top, you have to change the name there.
So
But
here, I'm gonna go to your
I mean,
inventory.
if-
I see
if
it.
you
It
go to
says
the
fast feather. Look, it's right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, I edited it. I just don't know why it shows new loot in the scroll.
Oh,
is
because
what I
you
mean.
linked it before you changed it. It doesn't.
Oops.
It doesn't update in the chat. You
Oh,
just-
okay.
Yeah, it's not retroactive.
Yeah. Cool.
Scarlet, can I get a quick recount of what was in the Sulk bag? It was 11 zircon worth 50 GP each and 4,000 silver,
Yeah, and I think 1,500 gold.
1,500.
Yeah, you guys are totally loaded. I've been doing a lot of
You guys was
thinking.
okay giving away 10 gold.
Would you say we are fully loaded?
I've been definitely thinking about how we're going to be handling shopping in the future, and basically what I'm going to be doing is giving you like basic adventuring gear will always be available, but if you're shopping for magic items, it's going to be based off of the town you're in. If it makes sense for that town to create the item that you're looking for, then you'll be able to find it. If it doesn't make sense, then you either might not be able to find it or it will be on the more expensive end, because the Dungeon Master Guide gives a really wide range of how much like magic items cost. Like 500 to 5,000 is an uncommon item. Like, what am I going to do with that? So I'm going to start with like the medium. If it's like produced locally, it'll be a little cheaper. If it's not, then it'll be more expensive. And I think that way, when you go to town, if you want to go like magic item shopping, we can do it that way, because you guys have so much gold.
I still have to find a smith to make the hilt into an actual weapon.
Yeah, and I was gonna
That's
say,
good.
I'm gonna let you guys take your weapons to like smiths and upgrade the +1, +2, whatever. We'll do it like that, but it'll be really expensive, because I think +3 is the
How does
highest
that
it
work
can go.
for Shinebreaker?
It'll work. I'm not gonna.
Okay.
I'm not gonna screw
And the
you.
mace.
Yeah. I'm not gonna
And the
mechanically.
Maz.
I'm not gonna screw you over. We'll make it like, oh, you have to find a special broker who's really talented, and you spend all day looking, but then you found it. Like, it'll be like that.
That's fine. No, I was just wondering, it's like, how do you upgrade a sentient weapon?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that I've got a sentient girlfriend.
feed
Oh
it.
God. Which would they be like screaming every time they got hammered?
No, they
Uh,
like it.
It feels so good to get hammered. It's like a massage.
It's like a massage.
That's
right.
It feels good to do what?
Yeah, well, so when they first made me, I was only
Drop,
I wasn't
drop,
even a
drop.
+1. I was just me, and they kept giving me massages, and it just like kept making me better and better, you know?
Definitely clipped that. Feels
Definitely
good to
gonna
be hammered.
quote that.
Lord.
Dawn is a little slutty.
Don't we
Listen,
all?
we all love a little slutty sword, okay? And
Yeah,
mace.
little slutty sword, little slutty
Is
mace.
that why?
Can
Oh my God,
they be enemies to lovers?
What?
Oh no.
I'm telling you, we're gonna make baby sentient weapons and make a big
Wow.
business out of it.
Oh my God.
That got dark.
Oh
You're
no.
gonna turn into a puppy mill for swords.
Oh god. No, it'll all be consensual because they're consenting. They are sentient. They can be. They can consent.
You think they'll
But if
consent
that's
to their
all that they
babies
know,
being
then-
sold?
Consentient.
And, oh.
Oh my God.
It hurts them. They get their own cut. They know that they get their own cut back too. You know, like
Just selling their babies.
selling. Like, you know what? You're freeing your babies for college, basically, is what
Yeah.
it is, and you get a little kickback.
Hmm.
I don't think they'll go to college.
Don't you have to
Well-
pay to go to college, not get paid to go to college?
The kids, yeah, but I mean, my parents didn't pay for my college. that's for
Right.
sure.
I just
And
curious.
they saved money by me moving out, so I mean, kind of.
I just mean how you were making it sound like they were.
Getting.
Th-
Yeah.
that-
Well, I mean, think about the cash flow that they save on our food and expenses every month. When we move out to go to college, it's kind of the same thing.
You are trying
think
so
your
hard to
program-
make it work.
I think your program's trying to find you, Adrian, because it's just moving backwards and forwards on the camera.
Wait, is Adrian on the screen? I thought her cover was on.
That's what I'm
Cover
saying.
is like,
You
You can see it
Just
like
kinda going
moving.
wom, wom,
It's just
wom,
like,
wom.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
trying to find.
It's
Well,
giving us the wub wubs.
It's the fan is actually kind of slightly flapping it a little bit. I had to turn the fan on because it was like 87
Ah, yeah, that's probably
degrees right where I was sitting in my desk.
Is that
I
hot?
have discovered that my webcam has a very convenient like
yes.
slide thing that can just cover it.
I need
It's
one of
built
those.
into the webcam.
I don't know what 87 is, so
87 Fahrenheit is 30 Celsius.
that's pretty warm.
Yeah,
Pretty
it's
warm for inside and at my desk with a bunch of lights on me. Yeah, it's kind of warm.
Yeah.
Have you guys decided if you want story stuff or combat fun, get treasure, and XP stuff?
I think all of us are incapable of making a decision, and so we deferred the decision to chat. So press 1 if you're interested in RP, press 2 if you're interested in fun combat.
Yeah, so fun
Also-
combat, RP and lore drops.
Mhm.
I want them both to sound like pretty. Wait, what is
Yes.
3, Sparky? Both? We'll try to get through both. I just want to know.
Both.
So the way I have today set up is I could do them in either order, but the way timing might work, we might get stuck in the middle of something.
Why don't we start a poll?
I think it's pretty
I'm
anonymous
seeing-
already.
It's looking like everyone
Well, it's
wants
just easier.
fun,
Yeah.
fun
No, I was
combat.
kidding.
Fun combat encounter.
Wait, I thought one was role.
One
was
is-
roleplay.
Oh, you're right. One was roleplay. Sorry.
So
Darn.
Scarlet wants.
No. It's fine. It's
Oh,
fine.
Okay.
Scarlet wants to kill us.
I also didn't know that we were level 7.
Wait, you
Also-
just cut out. You didn't know we were level 7. What?
Oh, and so I gave myself some new spells, and it'd be fun to use them, but it's
Okay,
fine,
we'll get
whatever.
through
Use
the
them in
lore.
just use them at the
In the role.
campfire.
If
Yeah.
if we get to combat and then we have to stop, we'll just put a pause in the combat and then carry on.
Yes.
I crave violence.
What spells did you take?
Violence.
It's none of your business.
I could pull your character sheet. No,
Totally can tell.
I want to be surprised. You guys are at that
You're
level.
literally the god of this entire universe.
Oh, wow. Cora casts win the game. When the spell is cast, you immediately win the game. Wow.
Power
Ellie.
word shiny every time.
Power-
Lost
You
the
know-
game.
Golden
With how-
form.
With how good Cora does, I wouldn't be surprised if she had a spell to just win the game.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's called attack with longbow.
Yeah.
Sean1SD played this card for anyone who wants it to help with any combat.
Sean just gave anyone who wants it a scale of readiness. Whoever uses this scale can add I think it's a D6 to their initiative roll.
Oh
Take
shit.
it.
Yeah.
Give
Nicole's
two-
like me.
Give 2 crits.
Yeah.
Let me make
It's
sure
fine.
it's
Either I go at the very beginning or at the very end.
Yeah, a D6 to your initiative roll. So you can hang on to that to use whenever you'd like. You all travel through the caverns. The caverns start getting taller. Almost like pathways made by and for giants. Everyone have a sip of water.
JTC0999 played this card. Drink before RP smile.
I like how my face appears right in the card. You start realizing that you are in an ancient roadway that is created to accommodate giants. And the path starts to get a little bit easier, though you don't see any other travelers. It seems though these roads have not been used in a while. But your group finds a nice spot up against a wall to make camp. Who just dropped out?
Radix.
Me.
Okay.
My internet cut out. I'm in voice at the moment on my phone.
Gotcha. You all make camp. The Myconids in your party do their thing. And you can all take a long rest.
Yay.
Right. Jamich is making sure that they cook enough. There's a mushroom I've learned about called chicken of the forest.
I love
And
that.
I was wondering if there is an equivalent in the Underdark. And
Yes.
If so,
It is called Ripple Bark.
Ripple Bark. Yeah, he's going to specifically ask Cora and Lucius to forage for the Ripple Bark, and he's going to make a nice chicken mutton out of mushroom stew.
Excellent. You notice as you roast the Ripple Bark, it tastes particularly savory.
I don't notice the taste, actually. Why are you bringing that up? That's so mean.
Oh.
Oops.
Everybody else notices it, though, I'm sure. It's great.
You may all, take your long rests. You make your food. You also, Anazir here, can I come out now, please? Can I come out now? Can I?
Oh, yes, of course. And I light the sword.
Oh, finally. All right, what's for dinner?
And as you
does Anna
didn't
hear
hear it, the
Every-
spiders are the sword is afraid of spiders.
Yeah, the sword is afraid of the millions of spiders that are in the silken webways that could eat you.
Do I feel any heat radiating off the sword? Like if I touch the sword, would it be hot to the touch?
It's not like a lightsaber. It's a glowing blade. Like, it's not gonna burn. If you slash something, it does radiant damage, but you can like lay it. It's not gonna hurt you.
Okay. Well, I'm like, well, I don't know. Do you want a pre-sample? And I look over at Jamich, and I'm like, I just want to see what happens. And I stick the sword into the soup, and I like stir it with the sword. And then I pull it out. How does that taste?
What are you doing near the kitchen? Get out of the kitchen!
What the? Oh,
does it
that was
taste?
weird.
Nothing.
I've told you, look, don't touch. Look, don't touch.
I think some of my essence just got sucked out of me. Whoa. It
Did it
tasted
taste
like
good,
it tasted like chicken.
Mm.
Oh, that's what I'm going for. Awesome.
He's got good taste.
Now the soup tastes like radiant
What does
chicken.
radiant taste like?
Like sunshine.
I feel
in your
like
mouth.
radiant would taste
Spicy?
like Sprite.
Does
Like
Kothar,
lemon lime,
Yeah.
like citrus, like a citrus. It gave it a citrusy.
does Kothar take damage from eating it?
I'm like, Jamie, this is really spicy. Oh,
It
oh,
feels.
oh,
it doesn't
oh.
take damage, but yeah. So Kothar, it tastes disgusting, like too spicy for you. But to everyone else, it's like a lemon chicken.
Very much what you put in this.
Kothar, I finally found out what's spicy to you. I've actually been making hot sauce more and more into your meal specifically, and it hasn't affected you until now. This is an
Oh,
interesting development.
What is it? Oh.
I will have to. I don't know. I'll have to do more research on it. I start like writing stuff down.
Didn't know you were so bad at eating spice.
No, really, they're really good at eating spice. Like I said, I've been putting spice.
Nicole,
don't
you're
like
trying
spice
it. You're
as long
like,
as it
this
doesn't
isn't
hurt."
spicy.
This is the least spicy thing that he's made.
Here, start like prickling at the corner of his eyes
Would I-
and start like going down.
Would I be
it's
able
not-
to
It's not that hot.
My feelings are very hurt right now.
And it's
Would I
just
be able to
licking the food
determine that
off
it
of
was the
now.
sword? Yeah.
I mean,
would I
you-
be able to determine that it was the sword that caused that?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I just write that down. It's like, must have been the sword. Interesting.
Sword
Well,
He's like
I-
taking his hands and like running along his mouth, like.
I do hope I'm not going to be used regularly for your recipes. That was quite
No, not regularly. Of
embarrassing,
course.
humiliating.
I thought
just
you were
think-
delicious.
What sort of damage do you deal exactly? Very
Radiance.
curious.
Dawnbringer, yes.
That's it. I start like writing it down. It's like, Kothar, radiant damage is spicy to you.
Critter Misfit played this card. Adrian.
Adrian, you have advantage on your next roll.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, damn, it's spicy?
Apparently.
Please don't lick me to test this theory.
I don't want to.
And Azira like
trust
stops
me.
licking the sword. I'm like, do you want me to stop? Because I've been licking the food off of it.
Oh, how humiliating. Well, at least I get to be outside and not in the dark.
Oh.
Good.
Does my mace think it's spicy too?
A little splash gets on your mace and it goes.
I know, right?
So gross. Very interesting.
You hear the voice of Shawl coming through the mace. Like,
Celestial spices are so tacky. What would we
When
do
was
for
the
that
last time-
devil's mushroom, though? Mmm.
Did Hemlock give one to me before they left?
I don't know.
Oh no, I have one. I think I have
Yeah, you
one.
have one.
I look around to make sure no one's watching, and I take it out and I eat it.
It would have tasted better if it was prepared, but it's still, you're just like,
Much better. I kind of stop and I say to myself, not expecting Shaw to respond. Wait, how do you know what Radiant tasted like?
Well, you know, Celestials and Asmar have their cooking habits. We have ours.
You can hear me.
Oh, I'm not Shawl. I'm the mace. Shawl's spirit was used in creating me.
Oh. Were you created specifically for me?
Of course, my lord.
Kothor, like, he doesn't mean to, but a smile runs across his face.
Lord, you haven't given me a name.
You don't come with a name already?
I was made for you. You are my first master. You are taking my mace virginity.
Well, I wonder if that's a wonderful name for you then, Virginity.
I'm gonna beat you with my virginity.
I like it's so cheeky and so satirical.
Oh, trust me, I know plenty about cheeks. He definitely is like, did I just say that?
yeah. The mace is hard.
So you're sentient too.
Yes, though you're the only one that could hear me.
So we're
Are
all
you
just
truly sentient
observing.
or am I... Oh, I'm just losing my mind and I'm talking to an inanimate object.
I'm sentient the way Shinebreaker is sentient.
Alright. Do you know who Shinebreaker is? What it
Some
is?
celestial weapon. Ugh. So tacky.
I don't think we've had this conversation before, but where exactly were you made?
Hold on. I need to Google something to give you the correct answer.
I'm making the DM think today. Oops.
It's okay.
You looking?
I'm looking for the name. Oh, hold on. Let's see.
Are you looking for Weirdgrat's?
Yes. I'm trying not to be spoily, but yes.
It's Azagrat.
Azagrat? Oh, the triple realm of Azagrat. This okay.
I was made in the city of Zelatar. In Azagrat. Which
Is
the
that-
DM doesn't know anything about because the DM hasn't read about it.
Is that where my father rules?
Yes.
Have you seen him?
I've felt him near. But he was pulled to this realm not too long ago. Against his will, actually.
By whom? Or what, I should ask.
That is what we are trying to find out. And that is what you are helping us to find out. We happen to know that he was not the only demon lord to be pulled here against their will.
Zuctmoy, Demogorgon, Juiblex.
Yes, and the crazy one. What's his name? He looks like a giant hyena. I don't care. Oh, and I think yeah, the smart one, the liar. Yes, there's a lot of us. A lot of them were pulled here. All at the same time. It almost ripped the world apart.
And we definitely felt it. Is this not concerning to you?
It is
That's all the-
extremely concerning to me. That is why I was given to you. We need to find out what happened. And if we can take advantage of the situation.
Do you have any leads? Any ideas? Any center points?
You've actually provided us with the most intel, though your father has headed to the library to see if he could find hints of the past or the future.
Is he there now?
At least on his way.
Kothar definitely has like a different look on his face as he's thinking.
Anyways, it would be very, very helpful to get information on this. It is not every day several demon lords are not presiding over their own domains. And their homes are very vulnerable to being invaded.
I also don't think this plane can handle all of that energy.
We don't really care that much about this plane. It's a good gateway point. It's a good place to get followers, but the abyss is
Considering the fact that I
endless.
live on this plane, I think I care about it.
You don't have to live on this plane. You're welcome to
What?
join us in Azagrat after you've done
In-
your work.
Azagrat's its own plane.
It's
He just kind of like says to himself.
It's a triple plane. It is in the abyss. Come now, haven't you been curious about the abyss? It is a wonderful place, endless. It is a paradise for those who can control it.
And my father rules from there.
Yes.
And all we know is that he was forced out of the abyss.
Yes.
Sentence.
This is the title episode, guys.
This is the title
We
of the
made
show.
it. We made it.
He said the word!
Yes. It was Kothar who said them.
He was forced out of the abyss.
Kothar, you
Says
just
he
got
looks-
inspiration.
Thank you.
That's amazing. Yeah, so we need more information. We need to know exactly which of the demon lords are officially here, if they have means to get back. So perhaps we can scoop up some territory in their absence. But we also need to figure out how to get Gratz back. Or maybe we'll make a little nest here. Who knows? It's all kind of up for grabs.
Why not both?
Yes, see, now you're thinking.
Are you implying that I haven't been thinking before?
What?
Are you implying I haven't been thinking before?
I think you've been a little hung up on the wrong power source. No offense to your dragon god. We have no real issue with her. She has nothing to do with us. The Celestials, while I really despise their cooking, they typically stay away from the Abyss. They are more concerned with the Nine Hells. Chaos is just overwhelming for them.
I can see why.
You
I'm still not
find
used
it.
to it myself.
You'll get used to it. You just have to open up to it a little bit. Don't resist so much. Go with the flow.
I've been trying. And it feels... He definitely, like, inadvertently, like, channels his lightning across his fingertips, and he just like, crackles. And he says, it feels odd. But I like the power.
You'll really like the power once you fully accept it. I can tell you're still fighting a little bit. Your boyfriend seems to be an influence.
What are you trying to say about him?
That he seems nice, but
Where's the butt? There it is.
he's kind of got a shinebreaker up his ass.
It's not mine, I can tell you that much.
Maybe if you could get him to loosen up a little bit, he wouldn't be so bad. We really have nothing against you. We really don't care what you do. As long as you help me finish my mission, your father will be very happy and definitely reward you.
I can only imagine.
I mean, his power is almost endless. It's endless within his realm. The Abyss is infinite. I think you'll like it.
Perhaps. But I don't think we should get too far ahead of ourselves.
Certainly. I think we should just keep our ears open. See who else is down here. And find out why. That is the main concern. Your father's at the library. Perhaps you should meet him there.
I would like to.
But don't show up empty-handed. He would be very disappointed in you. I wouldn't want to see him disappointed.
What would he want?
Something, anything, any information that he hasn't found himself. Be useful. He has lots of children, I'm sure you've guessed. You're in a precarious position. You have his attention, but that attention could be lost. Forfeit to another. More ambitious. More useful.
I'll see what I can do.
Good boy.
He's like,
As you do that, you choke on your devil's mushroom. Are you okay? Do you need a glass of water? Hey, Anazir, can you give him a glass of water?
Right.
What's wrong with my cooking? Is it too dry?
No, it's just still spicy.
Water? Michael Hansen. Canteen.
He drinks. Thank you.
Should I have Lucius roll animal handling?
Yeah.
Yes. Please.
Okay.
That's to the leveling of the dragon. Is
I'm guessing I'm gonna have a bless and a guidance.
Mm-hmm.
I could have done. Oh, bless doesn't work on it, does it? I can't
No,
remember.
bless doesn't work. It's just guidance.
Oh, bless doesn't work on skill check.
Bardic Inspiration as well.
Okay. Let me pull out his roll. Animal handling. And it was with a situational bonus plus 1d. What is your Bardic Inspiration?
1d8.
1d8 plus what is the guidance? 1d4? Yes?
Yes.
All right, 1d4 plus 1d8 and advantage, right? That's everything?
Mhm.
Okay.
What was the DC?
25.
It was 25.
25. We got this.
25!
This happened last time too.
I know! Oh my gosh. I think you need to get it 5 times for him to level. I'm so excited for you.
Really taming the dragon.
Mm-hmm.
So should we keep track of that in the treasury as well?
Sure.
I will mark it.
Okay. Right now it's easy for me to remember too, but I've been super forgetful. All right. Does anybody else have any camp business?
Go ahead.
You go first.
Well, I kind of want to do a little RP moment with Nicole, but if you have something like actiony to do, action items to do.
Oh, it's just going to be RP stuff as well. So.
Okay, you two first, and then Yaslin, you tell me.
Okay, so Anazera is sitting by the campfire, polishing shiny, you know, because
That's how you leveled up. He's like
polishing all the shinies, and I just kind of like every now and then stop, and I like sniff the rag, and then I like glance sidelong at Nicole.
You sniff the rag. What does that mean?
The rag that I've been using to polish shiny with.
Oh, I thought that was like an idiom for something naughty.
Anazira sniffing the rag live on stream.
Damn.
Sniff the rag.
Rag sniffer, huh?
Rob.
So I glance over and then I lean over at Nicole and be like, "What color are your scales again? Weren't they like whitish?"
They're silver.
And
why?
I like huff a little bit by your shoulder. You know, as a fellow Dragonborn, I have met a lot of different chromatic colors, including silver. There are quite a few nobles in my hometown who are particularly fragrant. And I have to say, you don't really you smell kind of weird. Like you don't. And I like smell the rag again. I'm like, are you sure you're Dragonborn? Because you have a different kind of feral scent about you.
Are you? Yes, I'm Dragonborn.
Nicole,
Who told you were Dragonborn?
you feel your neck start to itch really, really aggressively as you hear her ask who told you were Dragonborn.
Nobody told me I was Dragonborn. I have scales. Just because my face doesn't look like it doesn't mean I'm not one.
Well, no, of course. Like, there's all sorts of different, versions of expression. But you do know that there are other species in the world that have scales that are not Dragonborn, right? And I, glance pointedly down at Shiny.
I'm not a dragon, if that's what you're asking. I am not a lizard folk either.
How... I just think that maybe we should do some experiments. Maybe. Some research and some tests, because
It's the stunt for science. Sorry.
for science. So tell me, how old are you again, Nicole?
I'm 25.
So, tell me about your breath weapon.
I don't have. I've never tried. I don't...
Try right now. Like this is how it feels when you're about to breathe through your core and soul of self. You feel this internal black hole open, and as you fall into it, you fall into the reality of your ancestors, and it just manifests. Okay, so think about that, the edge of the hole inside yourself, and let yourself just tip in, and then point your mouth away.
As you say that, Shiny is like getting so into your speech and goes, and then like a little fire spews out, and then he gets excited and takes his 2 zircons and goes.
Yes, Shiny, yes! You are so powerful! You are big red dragon and you breathe fire!
He takes his zircons and he tosses them up in the air, but then goes, where'd they go? And then just scrambles over to go retrieve
find them. And I look over at Nicole. Okay, your turn.
Nicole tries to follow what she says.
So you think about what she said. Were you following? Like, could you understand the words, or are you too much of a himbo?
He didn't quite understand. He's just like, I grew up.
Okay, so this is, I think, what happens. You kind of go, okay. And then you let out the biggest burp, echoing through, just and you just this like stomach acid, metallic, on the back of your tongue, and at first it's just really embarrassing, but that acid drip kind of makes you go, ugh, and you think you're gonna retch. And out comes an entire stream of acid, and it just barrels through and cuts the whole camp in half.
Oh shit! And I like fall off the log.
Oh, that. Did I just.
Wait.
The hell was that?
What is it?
Excuse you.
Can I roll like an insight or an arcana check on like my understanding of?
Yeah, whichever's higher for you.
Okay.
You're cool as well.
Yeah, all of you. Everyone who is.
Arcana.
Well,
Oh,
everyone's involved now because it cut the thing in.
Yeah,
my next roll I
everybody's
get
like-
advantage, right?
Yeah.
So what are we rolling?
Some kind of not insight,
Arcana.
an intelligence.
Arcana.
Wow, Nakul and Anazira. And Yaslin. That was acid.
Do I know what acid coming from?
So you don't.
the
So
mouth
okay,
means?
you know that silver dragonborn breathe cold.
Okay. Well, and I like clap Nicole on the back. Well, that confirmed one thing. You're definitely not the silver dragonborn. Silver dragonborn breathe ice.
What?
You know the colors associated with acid are usually black and is it bronze?
I think it's bronze.
I think it's bronze or copper, one of those two. Not the color of Nakul though. Nakul's color is not adding up.
This is a big deal. This means you are definitely not the silver dragonborn. You're something. You have kind of a breath weapon, but it's acid, and acid's normally black or bronze, and you are very silver. We are gonna have to do a lot more experiments, I think. Keep practicing your breath weapon though. Do you see how cool that? Like, can you imagine doing that to an enemy's face? This is gonna be awesome.
Very interesting indeed.
Nicole's just like incredibly stunned because he's never done it before, and he's actually tried before when he was younger.
You know, I
And
could
he's-
make you meals to cater to this to give you more indigestion if that would help.
You You feel Turvy tugging on your tabard. And he wants to climb up, and he has a little vial in his mouth, and he wants to scoop up a little droplet from your mouth.
Yes. All of it. Okay. I shall.
Don't get any on your fingers.
I won't. I'll wear the gloves that you told me to wear.
Ah.
The acid-resistant gloves that every chef has on the go.
I am training to be an
Your cooking.
artificer.
We cook all sorts of things, experiments, really. Me and Toby are doing a couple of research on some home brews, if you will.
J-Mitch has acid resistance for the rest of the session.
I don't need it.
That means you get to make what you want with it, though.
True, actually. I'll have to think on it.
Nicole, as that happens to you, it just the voice of Anazira repeats in your head. Maybe you're not a dragonborn. Maybe you're like everything that she said starts kind of ringing in your ears. That itch in the back of your neck, just ever present. And Shinebreaker feels like it's watching you expectantly, observing how you react.
No, I'm a dragonborn.
It feels slightly disappointed and goes like dormant.
Oh. But he's just like, am I a dragonborn?
And Azira like carefully reaches over and tries to like scratch off one of the small visible scales.
Ow!
Stop moving! And I yank one off. Perfect.
Oh, what?
You're bleeding now.
Ah! Azira!
And Azira, as you do that, it actually slices against your fingertip like a little tiny blade. You were not expecting it to be this sharp.
Oh.
Be careful, you're gonna tamper with the evidence? No, the sample.
Give me that sample. I will put it with the rest.
And it
Yes,
takes
you
the
can
sample.
use my blood now to use this as like.
Don't touch me with your gross blood. I just want the scale.
No, we need to compare. We need to compare.
We will
Put
test.
it
We'll
under
test your
lens.
blood without. Yes, we'll get to that. We just
Turvy
won't-
is just. Topsy has been off in the corner just reading all of Hemlock's books and refuses to talk to anyone, which has forced Turvy to be more outgoing.
Make sure when you're testing that scare, you use. Be careful. It's sharp. It's very sharp.
It looks like a
I'm
little
convinced-
tiny dagger.
It's like diamond edge sharp because I have scales too, and that's sharper than my scales. Look, that's sharper than my scales.
Nicole, did you just touch the back of your neck?
Yes.
A flash, black with the silhouettes looking over you like you are laying down, and several heads leaning in, tentacles creeping in, and then back to reality.
I saw that. That was what I saw when the mind witness.
What? What did you see?
There were people standing over me. Black tentacles.
When did you see this? Just now?
Now and earlier when a few days ago when we were by that pool.
Pool.
Mind witness.
Right.
I just get a bandage.
Certainly.
You little Turvy is tying a little bandage around your neck.
Thank you.
Very carefully around your sharp scales, just like
And Azura is just muttering by myself, my finger sitting by the fire, thinking about it.
Kothar kind of comes up behind Nicole and gently takes his hand, and he rests a free hand on his shoulder, and he says in a hushed voice to him, "I think I'm not the only one meant for greatness, Josh."
I mean, now you know who your father is. I don't know what.
Kothar, his eyes go wide, and he's like,
Wait, what? Should we all already know that? I mean, we don't really talk about our fathers.
No,
Never mind.
it's not important.
My father died!
You're a lucky one. I pat him on the head.
Yeah! A whole bunch of were-rats that were everywhere, and then mom and dad, gone! And then me and sis, and then you came and saved us.
Right.
My mum doesn't even know who my father was.
Oh, you don't know who your dad is? It's okay, maybe he was a jerk, sometimes. Sometimes it's okay.
Yes.
My father was an
Everywhere.
absolute idiot.
What did your dad do?
What didn't he do?
Fair enough.
Ooh.
Nicole
grab my
has
bowl
moved
and I
off to
walk
the
away.
side. Yeah, Nicole has moved off to the side and is just sort of like hunched over on the other side of the fire from everyone, just like staring kind of blankly at the floor.
You just feel Shinebreaker empathetically kind of urging you to maybe start deconstructing what you think you know.
Kothar's
gonna-
behind Nicole and just kind of rubbing his back.
Cora's gonna waddle over.
Shiny's following you, looking at your pockets.
Yeah. What Nicole see?
I saw people, silhouettes, standing above me.
Critter Misfit played this card. CXRL it because that dress deserves spotlight again. Less than 3.
Thank you. As soon as this RP is done, I'll show you, okay?
Why? I keep seeing this now. This is the second time it's just appeared. And Nicole touches his neck again.
As you touch it, tingles go up into your brain.
Cora's gonna look at what he keeps touching on his neck.
Yeah, Kothar does too.
It's just a patch of his scales, but it's kind of right where your brain, what do you call it? Your brain stem?
Stem.
Yeah.
I gently put my hand on it. Does anything happen? Do I feel anything?
You, Kothar, don't feel anything. Nicole, you feel like phantom pain. Like there was once terrible trauma there that even if it might have healed, touch still makes you wince.
Nicole just immediately flinches away from Kothar's touch and kind of looks at him. What are you doing?
Does it
Is-
hurt when...
Is hurt?
Does it?
There's no visible injury there.
Feels like it should hurt. It feels like it used to hurt. I don't remember ever being injured there when I was a child, though.
Kothar, the closer you look, and Cora, you notice this too. The scales right there seem to peel back just a tiny bit.
Investigate. I'd like to investigate.
Yeah.
You could How are you going to investigate? What do you want to do? You want to rip his scales off?
Oh no, am I just gonna get peeled?
No.
Ew! Oh, no, that's
Like
so
a
bad.
banana. Okay, so she's going to tell Nicole. Oh, Cora sees something there.
What do you see? What? And
Can
Nicole like lets her look a little bit
Can-
closer.
look. She's gonna start like not like ripping them off, but
Yeah,
she
but
wants to
peeling.
see if she can look underneath.
There looks to be like a wound hidden. Like a scar,
current, like a scar,
like a
deep.
like a hole.
Oh.
What?
And it doesn't look like it was caused by an accidental rip. It looks like surgical, perfect circle.
She's taking out her parchment and her quill, and she starts basically like she's taking a picture of what's behind there, and she shows Nicole.
What is this?
Scar. Under.
On me?
Yes. Here. What happened?
As you think and you see that scar, the image of figures standing over you flashes again, and you see a single hand silhouetted. It's like pitch black, raise up holding a scalpel, and then coming right out of your view, and then feeling the worst brain-shattering pain right at the base where your brainstem would be. And the memory is so vivid. You hear screaming before you realize that you are screaming in camp, and you black out for a few seconds. And everybody
Nicole.
sees this.
Cora's gonna put her hands on both of his shoulders when he starts screaming.
Yeah.
And like holding his face. Like she like grabs his shoulders first, and she's like looking at him. And then
Both
she
are, like-
grabs his face.
Wraps his hands around Nicole, and he doesn't know what to do, so he just like he rapid fires like Lesser Restoration, Cure Wounds. He's just like rapid firing spells.
Nicole.
You just feel all these spells crashing over you, but you're like,
Nicole is like breathing really heavily. I mean, he was screaming, but he realizes it. He's breathing really heavily as he stops screaming, but is still out of breath.
No. Azir shocks him.
Yeah, I run over and I use shocking grasp on his shoulder, but like, Nicole.
Ow! What?
AED.
Hold on.
And Azira, I'm the doctor, not you.
Somebody did this to me.
I cover Shiny's eyes.
Shiny just hears the screaming, all of this chaos, and Shiny, who was doing this with his rocks, stops, sees everything, and goes, "Ah!" And Lucius picks him up and starts.
Who do this?
I don't know. There were a lot of.
Yes. Go ahead, Nicole. Go ahead and lay down. And Jamich like sits next to him and goes, "Go ahead. It looks like we're unpacking some unknown and unforeseen trauma here. We're all here for you, Nicole. I just need you. I just need you to know that you're in a safe spot, and let us know, how did the blacking out and screaming, blood curdlingly, and a bunch of all in the middle of all your friends make you feel?
Nicole is uncharacteristically suddenly angry, and he like grabs J-Mitch and lifts him up. I don't know what's going on.
Cora is using one of her new spells. And she
Win the
is
game.
going win the game, yeah.
We
I
did
think
it!
so, yeah, exactly. Wow, we escaped out of the. Okay. Suddenly, an elevator appears straight to the passing.
I win.
The elevator first comes down to pick you
So
up,
nice.
and Amai is standing
I'm at
there.
8.
I'm a.
Oh,
Where are we?
yeah. Okay.
This isn't Narnia.
Okay. So Nicole is holding James.
Nicole's
J-Mitch.
holding
Oh.
J-Mitch up. J-Mitch is like putting his hands back, as like it's all part of the process.
So
Critter Misfit played this card. Nicole.
Nicole, you have been blessed with the spirit of strength,
Oh, no.
shit,
which
you
means
really picking up.
Why would you
I
give
can
them that?
throw. I can throw J-Mitch.
How
for
dare
the
you.
rest of the session, any
awesome.
skill check or savings throw that involves strength, you can add an additional 1d6 to the roll. Thank you. Oh, and I gotta show that the outfit.
Yeah, you're
J-Mitch is like, I'm being held up by like my collar, or where are you grabbing me from?
Yeah, he's just like
From your
grabbed the front-
armpits. What?
Yeah,
Uppies?
based on your shirt. Yeah, basically uppies.
J-Mitch puts his hand where your heart would be, and he goes, "It's okay. You're right to be angry. You're safe here. Whatever has affected you in the past is not affecting you now."
I'm gonna play some appropriate music.
How does Nicole react to this? Because that'll.
He's just like, he realizes that he doesn't understand why he's angry. So he's just going to like very slowly, it just sort of like leeches out of him, and he very carefully sets J-Mitch back down on the ground. I don't know what's going on. Somebody did this to me. I am a dragon. I am. I have always believed that I was a dragon. I am a dragonborn.
Do you remember anything about your childhood?
And say
Specifically-
about figures.
I
Specifically playing with other dragonborn kids, your dragonborn family.
I didn't grow up with other dragonborn. I was an orphan that was adopted into a family.
Nicole have sister.
Yes, I have a sister. I had two sisters. I have one now. I
They
have
are dragonborn.
no. I was the only dragonborn.
So, this is a lot to unpack. This isn't something that you unpack in a day. But it is something to have food for thought. Perhaps your origins may not be dragonborn. Perhaps you're a part of something else.
I was
With-
adopted because I was a dragonborn.
Yes, and My dad got a dog because he thought it was a wolf, but it turned out just to be a German Shepherd.
Why?
Such a
Stuff like this happens.
Wait. Maybe that's not the best way to go with this. Look, Nicole, Nicole. Like you just. Identity doesn't need a label. You are always going to be Nicole. But knowing your history is educational. So just think about it as getting to know your educational background better. But it doesn't change who you are. You're always going to be Nicole. It doesn't matter what label that people choose to define you as and how accurate it is or isn't. That doesn't define you as a person. Nicole defines Nicole.
And Cora loves Nicole. She's gonna give him a hug.
When you hug, you feel
Yeah, Nicole like
Shiny's
picks
like-
her up and like hugs her, but he's just very, very quietly gonna say, "Am I even Nicole?"
Do you
No
still want to
matter-
be?
No matter what sort of creature you are, we're still friends, and we're here to help you get through whatever it is that you are, and help you discover that if you want to.
Maybe Nicole is Nicole. Maybe Nicole is Tagistan.
Maybe you're a combination of both.
Nicole is Dan.
Nicole is Dan.
Tag is cool.
Tag is cool.
Tag is
Tag
cool,
is cool.
and
Tag is
Nicole
cool.
is
Tag
Dan.
is cool.
Tag is cool. We all just
Kothar
keep
kinda-
repeating this over and over.
Kothar puts up his hand and he's like, let's not overwhelm him, alright?
Right.
Am I Nicole? Nicole turns and looks at Kothar, like directly at him. Am I Nicole?
Kothar just kind of walks up to Nicole. Walks up to Nicole and looks him like long and hard in the eyes. And he says, I remember the night when we first kissed in the garden. When Hans told you not to, but you did anyway. You and Nicole then. You and Nicole the day after. When we woke up and we had to deal with the consequences. You and Nicole. When we were in that cell. And you're Nicole now. You haven't changed. And I don't think you ever will, love. And he kisses him.
Nicole kisses him back, but he's like very quietly like crying.
Kothar just kind of feels like he
Kothar,
feels it.
You taste salt in the kiss and acid. But the salt. You notice the tears.
Yeah, he just...
It's a wet kiss.
Just like the time when Kothar cried in Nicole's hands and he put his hand on the back of his head, Kothar does the exact same thing.
You guys need to hear the music that's playing right now.
We hear it. Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is what's going on in the background for my chat as this moment's happening.
Oh.
Everyone
Kothar
is
just
right.
Holds him.
Mitch kind of pushes everybody back and be like, let's just let them have some alone time.
We're in the middle of camp.
In the dead middle of camp.
Carry Shiny away with me.
All of
I'll tell you
the
all about this when you're older. Okay?
all of
Don't
the
pay attention.
Myconids are just like leaning forward, just
If they had popcorn, they would be eating.
if they ate with their mouths, they would be eating.
Yeah.
You could just
You just sprinkle popcorn
I
on top of them and
I
absorb it.
squint at one of the Myconids, cast message, and say, do you mind?
oh, my bad.
We still had the market troop with us. Like
Yeah, they're still.
the hunters and that.
Oh yeah.
With us.
Oh yeah.
That's one of the most difficult parts
Yeah,
about
entourage
this
is-
freaking adventure is all of the NPCs that you pick up and have nowhere to drop off.
We're gonna build our own kingdom.
Chilling.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, right here.
right here. But Nicole just like closes his eyes and puts his head on Kothor's shoulder. They're right. It's going to take me some time.
I would be surprised if you had it all figured out right now.
You know how slow I am at figuring things out. It.
You always get the love.
I might need some time for myself.
I know. Kothar just kind of lets him go.
Nicole, like, very carefully. Once again, because he was basically bear hugging Kothar. Sets him down, kind of picks one of the sides of the circle, one of the corners in the circle, to sort of just like sit down, meditate, and kind of stare at Shinebreaker as well.
Yeah, you're gonna spend the rest of the evening, I think, trying to explore those flashes of memory, though you do find it very difficult. It's very traumatic to think about, but you're gonna do your best to see if you can't glean any other information or find another memory. Shinebreaker feels very supportive and gentle by your side, just kind of like encouraging, but like, don't push yourself, just
Nicole is going to very offhandedly make a comment, just like talking to Shinebreaker. I don't know why you don't talk to me, but I can feel what you're trying to say, whether you say it or not. Thank you.
it feels like warm in your heart. You get the sense that Shinebreaker just doesn't have a voice the way Dawn does.
I'm a little bit glad.
He talks like this. Just kidding.
Oh my god, imagine. Cora's gonna place just one singular ant beside Nicole, just not even saying anything, but as like if you need help opening your mind.
The ant like looks back at you and looks back at Nicole like, really?
She just walks away.
We've had Jamich is the only one who's taken up on the ants, isn't he?
Jamich takes ants?
Jamich was the only one that's taken her up on the ants, isn't he?
I thought Nicole's taken her up.
We did ants.
Nicole has as well.
I think most of
We've
us
done
have
ants
ants before.
Everybody's ants.
Everyone
Yeah.
here except for I think
Can
Kothar
I?
has.
Can,
Pretty sure
can
we've
I,
all ants.
Can I do the ants?
Kothar is the only one who has.
Mr. Nicole,
Kothar,
can I do the
yeah.
ants? Can I?
Help yourself.
Turvy takes the ant and goes,
I'm ready.
what are some of the effects that can happen?
All right.
You just let an 8-year-old do drugs.
Well, but okay, so here's the thing.
It's good drugs.
Well, okay, so the way that like Cora uses them to like smush them in her wing kind of just give like a euphoric effect, but it's only when they're like ingested where we had the roll table,
okay.
like, for the others.
All
So
right.
he just feels like a bit
Turvy
euphoric.
is rolling now. And he just starts he starts making dirt angels by the camp,
on ants.
rolling around. Then he goes up to his sister. Sissy, sis, I love you so much.
You're like a second mom to me.
Yeah, Turvy's
What every sister wants to hear. Oh no.
Turvy's rolling. Yaslin, you wanted to do something.
Yeah, but I'm not sure the interaction's going to be as good now with Kothar.
This isn't a
too much has kind
competition.
of happened.
This
No, what I'm saying is the vibe would be off
What do you want to do?
to ask like the questions and stuff.
I mean,
We're
I
gonna
feel
have
like, okay, time.
conversations.
Yeah, I feel like time will pass.
Yeah, like 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours passes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Here, I'll stop the
Okay,
emotional
yeah.
music. Let's reset the vibe. No, you guys, I turned it down so it wouldn't interrupt you. It was like the perfect piano sounds, and when Nicole started to swell, the music started swelling. It was an event. Oh, it was an experience.
adventure.
It was an adventure.
Yeah, all I meant is the vibe would be off to ask the sort of questions. So, but now it should be fine. It's like a couple of hours after. So, yeah, Yaslin's going to go up to Kofar and actually ask, like, so, how to say this? I've been meaning to ask for a while about the temple you trained at, because I'm always fascinated by surface temples. What was it like there?
Oh, the monastery?
Monastery, yes.
Oh, well, what do you want to know?
Just how was it organized and stuff like that? I want to know the differences between that and our temple, where I trained or tried to.
Oh, well, it was very rigid. We woke up at a very specific hour. We had breakfast. Then we had our classes. I had my classes. I was one of the only spellcasters, true spellcasters at the monastery, so I kind of had my own tutor. I still had some general tutoring and general knowledge classes about the different gods and about the different pantheons of the deities up in Faerun with everybody else. Then everybody else had combat training. I wasn't really allowed to do that. But other than that, I had maybe half an hour of free time.
Oh, that sounds like a
was
lot of pressure.
very structured. Did
Yeah.
you... How was it
I-
for you?
I tried to study. I always had a lot of respect for the clerics and the sword sisters and the paladins of Elistray, but I could cast some spells, but not always the same spells as the clerics. So
Wait. Are you not a cleric of Elistria?
no, I can heal and stuff and do some other cleric things, but I also do other things that are not.
Kozar's
other
brow,
areas clerics.
his brow furrows, and he says, "Pardon me, but if you're not a cleric, then what are you?"
I'm Yaslin.
Well, yes, of course, but are you just a priestess?
I studied. I tried to become a priestess, and I did a lot of training. But yeah, I can do things that none of the other people at the temple could do. Like, I used to cast some magic missiles and firebolts and stuff like that, and it just came as natural to me as breathing.
They never
They said
looked
I was.
down?
They never looked down on me, no, but they said I was chosen by Elistray. But they still kept on training me.
So you never completed your training then?
I didn't complete my training as a cleric, but they did give me other sorts of training, which was, yeah, just general knowledge and a lot of the same stuff as the clerics, but a lot of different stuff as well.
Ah. You know, I was supposed to be like Nicole, and he kind of just points in Nicole's general direction. I was training to be a paladin of Tamara.
Yeah, I would have loved to have been a sword sister, but I mean, for one thing, they didn't really. Back when I was younger, they had some rules around that forbid me. But you know, it'll be fine now, both because of my transformation and because of the change in rules. But also, yeah, I was just never that good at the physical stuff.
Nor was
Well, physical combat stuff. Other physical stuff I've been very good at.
Nor was I. They said I was too weak to be a paladin.
Yeah, I could barely pick up a sword most of the time, even though swords are so amazing. So agile and graceful.
Kothar kind of nods and he's silent for a minute. And he says, just kind of absent-mindedly, I wonder how they would look at us now.
Well, my, like I said, my real big mentor was a sword sister. She's actually the one that got my mother out of a precarious situation and got her to our colony before I was born. And she's always had, like, they've known about me being different for ages, and I think that all my family would be fine. Like, might be a bit weird about this extra toes, but, and they'd probably want me to put on clothes, but I don't have any.
I'm sure you don't know of a way to fix that. I certainly don't.
The toes, no, it's clothes. We just need a shop.
But it's nice to have somebody to lean on.
Yes, very much. Always been very supportive, everyone in the colony, apart from the one person whose name we're not going to say again.
Because we don't remember
Kothar.
what it is.
Yeah.
No, I
I'm just
haven't
kidding.
written down. But
I'm
the guy we killed.
Yeah, I know. I just don't remember what we named him.
I'm saying to Kofar.
That was just me making a joke.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kothar's doesn't really understand, but he just kind of lets it go. And he says, yeah. The mentor of the paladins, his name was Hans. He didn't like me. Still doesn't.
That must have been hard, not having someone. I'm guessing he didn't support you because he didn't like you?
Well, I have Nicole, of course. But when I first started out, Hans didn't think I was fit to be there. He has this belief that just irks me, rubs me the wrong way. He just thinks less of clerics than paladins.
Those sort of people are the worst. But yeah, I just the whole thing with like my mum was actually originally in the main Drow cities, and she accepted Alistair, and yeah, it just goes to show that no matter where you started, you can still go to a good spot, and as long as you keep to your own values.
Wasn't that dangerous for her?
Well, she was only in training back then, and yeah, she left because it was dangerous. She knew it would be dangerous for me there somehow before I was even born.
Are there only 2 drow deities in the Underdark?
No, there's heaps.
There's
The
more?
guy that the guy that we ran into before at the shrine, he actually, one of the reasons he betrayed us, he told me, was because he was worshipping another deity. One that favors males over females. And said that I betrayed him because of that.
Oh. They don't teach us about the Underdark deities, or the Underdark really above ground.
A lot of the deities in the Underdark are really sexist.
This entire
Alistair
place
used to
just
be.
seems sexist.
Alistair
To be
used
honest.
to be sexist, but she's gotten better now, so.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I think it just goes to show that even deities are still just a little bit like us. They have room to grow, and they have room to learn.
Very much so. Do you still speak to anyone other than Nicole from the monastery?
We haven't gotten the chance to. When we were taken, we were just on what was essentially a grocery run for the monastery. It was the first time I was ever let out. I remember we were just on our way back. It was me, Nicole, and 2 other paladins in training. And I don't know, it all just happened so fast. One thing I know, we were walking along, just talking and making our way back, and the next... I don't remember his name, but he had an arrow through his skull. And he was on the ground, and there were people in armor around us, and... The next thing I know, we were in a dark, dingy place underground in chains. I would love to talk to at least some of them again, though.
You could probably ask Jamich. He did a thing for me, so I could speak to my wife.
Maybe.
I mean, I can do short messages, but not long ones like that.
I'm fairly certain I can do the same as Jamich. So if the time ever arises, I can send the message myself. But I'll be honest, I don't know what to say. I don't even know if they're looking for us.
All the more reason to tell them. Tell them you're okay. And what happened?
Were you taken from your monastery?
No, the guy that we talked about just before, he actually tricked us all into thinking that followers of the Spider Queen were coming to attack us, and so we're all heading for the surface. And I stayed behind to help him, not knowing he was the one that betrayed us.
Ah.
So, yeah.
Well, at least you don't have to worry about him anymore.
Yeah, and the reason why I was so enraged when I saw him is because he had said that he was going to track down my family, which, yeah, it just enraged me as soon as I saw him.
It surprises me that there's corruption even within the churches.
Yeah. The thing is, it wasn't within the church. He was actually believing in another god at the time. And set up an ambush for us all, but thankfully it didn't work.
I remember
his ambush got ambushed by followers of the Spider Queen.
Ambushception.
Yes.
I remember when I was in the monastery, I was very naive, and I thought that the world was a much better place than it actually was. I thought that if you just talked with people, that everything would be alright, that everybody was willing to listen. But I realized very quickly that it's not the case. Do you remember when we fell down the waterfall?
Vaguely, yes. I remember calling out to that guy saying, "Help us!" They're like, "What?" Hit the guy. But yeah, other than that,
When we were in front of the rock.
Which part?
This is
Right
like the
after-
second episode or third episode.
Yeah, second episode when we
Yeah,
jumped down the waterfall to escape.
I remember vaguely.
Yeah. I don't know what anybody else was feeling in that moment, but God, I was terrified.
I've lived in the Underdark all my life, and I'm still terrified of a lot of stuff out here, because I stayed in our colony most of the time.
Yeah, but I've never seen anything like that, and they don't teach anything like that about monasteries. Of course, we know about fiends and demons, but they're taught more as like fairy tales, you know? Boogeymen to take you in the night if you don't say your prayers before bedtime.
I can completely understand that. Before, someone was talking about a thing called a rog or dog or some. I don't know what they said, but like, what's that? We don't have anything like a a shepherd or something like that down here. Like,
There's
we
so
have
many.
no idea what.
A,
Yeah, a wolf.
a German
Like,
Shepherd.
what's that?
A German Shepherd.
A
Yeah, that's
dog?
what she's saying it, but she's saying it all wrong because she wasn't. She hasn't heard of it before. Yeah, so I definitely understand that because we have nothing like that down here. We have really other scary stuff, but yeah, I can definitely understand where you're coming from. And a
It's
million spiders.
It's a completely different world down here that I didn't even know existed. And no offense to you, but I don't like it.
Why do you think I'm leaving?
Yeah.
My whole goal in life is to get me and my family to the surface.
Realistically, I should be able to answer this question, but I don't really know because the monastery never taught us. But how do you think they would react to you and your family above ground?
I have been told that we are not well liked on the surface. We are generally seen as being evil and not accepted in most places, but I've actually heard of a lot of good work that we have to work twice as hard to get half as much, understanding from the people on the surface. But in the end, like, one of the things I do look forward to the most is actually doing the work to fit in, like my mentor has told me about. Just doing charitable deeds with almost nothing. It's one of the customs of our people.
I do know there are some less than, how do I put it, less than savory people on the surface, but I know there are at least some people who will give you a chance. And I hope you find them, Yaslin.
I hope you find a place that's accepting of you if not your monastery anymore, and who will give you the support you need.
Honestly, I don't even know if they would recognize me if they saw me. He just kind of looks himself up and down.
You have changed a bit, yes. But then, haven't we all?
Some more than others, definitely. Although I don't know how I'm going to explain this to them.
Just say wild magic. And I can show them my toes.
Oh, your poor toes.
I don't know how they would react to a 10-toed drow.
20.
20. 10, 20. Oh, right. It's double.
Yeah. Yeah. The only other thing that really, like, confuses me is this whole, like, well, I don't even know how to say it. Why do you only have one partner? That's just so foreign to me.
Oh.
Is multiple partners a drow thing or an Illustria thing?
Both.
We, above the surface, most people conform to the idea of monogamy, in the sense that there's only one person, and that you share the rest of your life and you share yourself with that one other person and nobody else. Because, let's face it, we're jealous.
Well, you see, in drow society, love, I think you said love, is seen as a craziness. That's why I was saying about the love potion before. It could be good to put in like the water at a drow colony or something like that. But in the followers of Illustrae, we still have love, and we usually only love one person. But the love and physical interactions completely separate.
Well, I've never thought about it before, but you could call love quite insane. It makes you feel things you never thought you would have felt before. It makes you do things you thought you would have never done before. It makes you give up things you never would have given up before. All for the sake of just another person.
Can definitely feel that.
a concept that was foreign to me until I met Nicole. And I'd like to say that I understand it, but it still surprises me every day.
I have a wife, but we're not monogamous, whatever that is. What? Whatever that
So-
word is.
Do you tell your wife that you're going to go be with someone else before you do?
Ah, she doesn't care. Completely separated physical and emotional love.
Kothor's very surprised. It's like, oh.
I know, isn't
Well,
Kothar very jealous sometimes?
Kothar is insanely jealous.
And yeah, she doesn't tell me either. Like, she does whatever you want. Like, she still comes home to me in the end. Still looks after me. I look after her.
I mean, if it works for you, then it works for you.
Hmm.
I just know that if I discovered someone touched Nicole like that, I think I would gut them from the inside out.
You feel your
Oh.
mace prickle a little bit, and you hear, "I'd love to watch that."
Kothor like inadvertently smiles, but then realizes it doesn't look good, so he like wipes the smile off his face. He's like,
Yeah, basically the only ones that off the table are blood relation
good.
with us.
Well,
And
and with that,
yeah. So yeah, we just, as long as you don't do that, it's like, yeah, we have, you know, everyone can be with whoever they, and however many they want.
Can't lie, it sounds insane to me.
So does yours.
Goes to show that there really is a world out there that most people don't know about.
Yep, exactly.
Shiny waddles between you guys with his 2 zircons, sits down and starts clacking them loudly, expecting to be praised.
Jasmine claps.
Looks at you and goes, Does anyone else have any other social interactions before we take a quick break?
Jamich is just back at the camp. So anyway, my father, as soon as we were done with the day, he would make whoever did the least amount of glass pick up all of the shards without their gloves or shoes. Or we would sometimes inhale the glass dust and then have to be sent to the infirmary. Childhood, am I right?
Okay, so Cora is going
That's it.
Mitch.
That's all I wanted to do.
in Jamit's voice. What he said to Nicole about like, all right, down, like just about like we're all here for you, and that's like a lot of trauma to unpack.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are you
right.
just gonna,
I did
is that how you're
say
gonna
that to
soothe
Nicole a
me?
couple hours ago. Thanks, Cora, for reminding me. I should go check up on Nicole tomorrow.
We have 20 minutes left. Let's take a 5-minute potty break and get to our location before we end the stream. So, BRB.
That like choked myself with the armor.
Accidentally, wink.
Wink wonk.
Yes, 100% accidentally.
Yeah, I probably should have done some more playing. I was trying to think of what to say most of the time there.
Oh, that was good.
Well, I think it sounded fantastic. It was really great.
Yeah.
Nicole and I did a lot of planning, and then I got really weird, but Scarlett kind of swooped in and kept it going right. So I was like, yes, okay, cool.
Sniffing that rag.
Sniffing that rag. Yep.
And take this armor off.
Yes. I think I've got Dawnbringer in here correctly now. I did what Ellie suggested, where I dragged over the Sunblade,
Sunblade,
and
yeah.
then I just modified it by adding the extra healing ability thing.
Mhm.
And put some more information in the description, changed it to a legendary, and then made sure it was clicked as magic item, attuned, equipped. I don't think there was anything else I needed to add to it though, right?
Yeah, I think it's just the Sunblade with the additional investigation.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, you should probably also put the stat block in there. Because it's a sentient weapon.
I did copy paste the whole description, but I don't know how to put in a stat block.
Oh, I mean, as long as you can refer to it, I think it should be fine.
Okay. Because I don't think I can weapon usage, weapon attack.
Yeah, there's
Committee,
not really a way
cool.
for you
There's
to.
no fields to put it in, so like people
No.
won't be able to select it and attack it, kind of a thing.
Yeah, they won't be able to anyway.
Okay. The cool thing is that just kind of compounds upon my like the great weapon thing that I have, great weapon fighting, because it's considered a 2-weapon.
Two-handed weapon.
Yeah. So if you can't disarm me, and I can summon it to my hand with an action anytime I want, as long as it's on the same plane of existence. I'm gonna pull straight up Kylo Ren, like pull out of nowhere bullshit at some point.
Are you attuning to Dawn?
Yeah. So with Dawn, I have it in here now. I used the Sun Sword as Ellie recommended, and then just updated the name and added in the Lesser Restoration spell to it.
Mm-hmm.
But we were talking about my. So you know how I have that really cool great weapon fighting style?
Yeah.
One of the things about Eldritch Knight for the great weapon. No, wait, where was it? Being a level 3 Eldritch Knight, magically bonding to my weapon means that I cannot be disarmed unless incapacitated.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as the weapon is on the same plane of existence to me, I can use a bonus action to summon it to me.
Right.
Throw it.
So
I could literally just throw it at somebody and then use the bonus action to return it to my hand.
And if you're like,
absolutely,
if you are having to go somewhere that is like no weapons allowed, okay.
Yeah, just leave it behind.
Yeah.
And then pull a whole Kylo Ren where he's like hands behind his head and he's just like
mm-hmm.
Or do the thing that Thor does with Loki where you hold somebody's skull and then summon the sword.
Oh gosh.
I don't think it travels.
You can't do that.
It just
No, it just appears.
Yeah, but it would like.
But it looks cool.
It would appear in their hand. It would like embed in their skull.
That's right.
You know, there's that other scene from that same Star Wars film where Rey throws him the sword and he catches it and just flicks it on. So imagine if I had somebody, I was in a chokehold and I summoned it to my hand and flicked it on. Like, kind of the same thing. Kind of the same idea you were going for.
Yeah. There's a way to make it work.
Well, I'm gonna have fun with it. I'm a straight up Force user at this point.
What level do you get to pick another fighting style? Don't you get to pick several fighting styles, or am I misunderstanding? Or
I do think I get a second one, and I do remember looking at that, but I don't think it's until 10th level. You know, no.
I can't find it.
I get War Magic at level 7, which is the one where when you use your action to cast a cantrip, you can make one weapon attack as a bonus action. That was the new. Let me see. Let me go back into the fighting style.
That's pretty cool.
And I'm starting that spreadsheet where I'm trying to write down all the things I'm supposed to be able to do because, you know, we decided I was gonna play, you know, an Eldritch Knight for my first character because cool. I needed something complicated right off the bat, right?
Hey, you described to me your needs, and I just
my
offered.
needs can go to fucking hell.
I guess you don't get another fighting style. You can switch your fighting style at 7th level or
beginning
6th
at
level.
9th level. You can re-roll a savings throw. No, that's not it.
I think maybe
You
it's a
do not
different.
get
It's
a
a
second
specific archetype that gets to choose another fighting style.
Yeah, I think Battle Master
Yeah.
That's probably why I remember it. I've looked at Battlemaster more than
Yeah,
any
you
other.
additional maneuvers of your choice at 7th, 10th, and 15th level.
That's a
for
maneuver.
Battlemaster.
That's different, but
I don't remember. I haven't
It's
played
okay.
it in a while.
Is there possibly a talent you could get to gain another one?
Yes,
or not?
you can.
So here's the thing,
Champion has it.
Adrian, if you're planning on maining Dawn, you can switch your fighting style from great weapon fighting to something else if you want, because
Really?
you're not getting anything from great weapon fighting if you use Dawn.
You said it counts as a two-handed, or it's like a versatile. I could do
It's-
one or
The
two-hand.
versatile is different.
So
Oh,
great
it's not the
weapon
same.
fighting is specifically. Oh wait, no! Great weapon fighting.
It just
You
says
can.
it has to have two-handed.
You just
or
have to be
versatility
wielding it
property.
with two hands. Yeah.
Yes. So basically, if I roll really badly, a one
Yeah,
or a two,
never.
I get
Yeah,
to roll.
yeah.
So
Okay, never mind. Then you can keep that. Absolutely.
I'm not really
guess-
sure there was anything that would fit specifically better.
Oh, I guess.
You could.
Did it
pick...
always have the or versatile?
I don't remember that. But yeah.
I don't remember having the or versatile. It was always just.
I thought it was
It
like
had to be
great
two-handed.
weapon.
It says
yeah.
it says in the book.
Yeah,
I don't know,
yeah,
this might be a newer
And now
edition.
it says it.
Mm-mm. It's the same edition. So the only other one would be like dueling. When you have a weapon in one hand and nothing in your offhand, you can get a +1 to all your attacks, but you would have to be wielding it with one hand.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna two-hand this motherfucker.
Yeah.
All the way. Like, why would I not? Just especially
And
since I
as
get
you
two
use
melees,
it-
I can just literally just attack. and then
Dawn
attack.
is going to take on a bit of your personality, and this glowing
no.
golden
Oh, no.
blade. I mean, in the look, it'll have like electricity crackles through it, but no.
Dawn is gonna sound just like this all the time.
So, I need to go through and calculate what the total possible damage. Okay, that's gonna be one of the.
It's just
columns I
going to
need
be
add.
so you had a glaive +1 this whole time?
Now I've got +2.
Yeah, so your damage rolls, not the elemental damage, but just your regular weapon damage rolls, and your it should already be calculated. I don't think you need to worry about
Yeah.
it.
The sun. Well, I mean, like, I want to calculate like what combination of possible attack,
It'd be exactly
or
the same as
cantrip and
before.
attack, and then. But I mean, just like just seeing how many of like which order of operations does the most
Oh.
damage, so I know which should be my first default choice
Sure.
of weapon attack
Yeah.
versus my second default. I'm making a spreadsheet.
I
because-
think the most damage to a single target would be a regular attack, followed by you
A
get
regular
2
attack
attacks.
again.
Bum bum.
Yeah.
That would be
Yeah.
the highest. Oh, sorry. You would use your bonus action to either breathe on your weapon or activate your Eldritch Claw. That would be your opener.
Yes.
One of those two. Breathing on your weapon, Eldritch Claw to get that, and then attack, boom, boom. And then you could action surge and do it again, boom, boom.
Exactly, because after the chromatic infusions happened, and after Eldritch Claw, like both of those,
They
how long does
stack.
Eldritch Claw last?
They about the same a minute. They stack, but each takes a bonus action to do. So what you could do is bonus action.
Just wait for one to go away and then
No, you could stack it. So the first turn, bonus action, elemental. You put lightning on your blade, and then
Exactly.
action, attack, action surge, bonus action, Eldritch Claw. No,
Can't do that.
why not?
It only gives you a second action.
It doesn't give you
doesn't
another
give you-
bonus action.
Well, Eldritch Claw, Eldritch Tendril is what I've got. Technically, it's listed as an action in my weapons.
That,
but
that
to
I just put that
activate-
there.
But to
Oh.
activate it is
Action.
a bonus action.
Is
to,
a bonus action.
Enable the claw.
Okay, so never
or
mind.
tendril.
So you do bonus action, elemental or claw, your choice, and then // and then next turn you could then do the other one on your bonus action, and then // with
slash.
even more. So if you were just trying to inflict as much damage on a single target, that's what you would do. If you wanted to do your bonus actions, it would be because like Booming Blade is you think they're gonna run away and go do shit. You get Booming Blade on them, they
Yeah.
take damage every time they walk away. So it's like crowd control.
Last week that we played, when we were talking about it, because Booming Blade wasn't necessarily as useful as Green Flame Blade with what I've got going on, we did mention that being at level 7, you would be okay if we swapped out cantrips, which is why I switched. I used it earlier, but Shock and Grasp instead of Booming Blade now.
Okay. So you
but-
can do a shocking grasp, and then use your bonus action to do a weapon attack.
Exactly. and I figure I can do Shocking Grasp and the weapon attack, or Green Flame Blade, which attacks 2 weapons, and then I also get an attack, which means I can basically hit like 3 things.
But remember, if you do that, you can't use your bonus action to breathe on your blade.
Exactly. So those would only be after I've already got the Tendril and the Chromatic Confusion going. Maybe on my 3rd turn, I would then.
It just depends. If there's like
Right.
again, it depends on what you're trying to do.
Exactly. So there's I'll be yes, spreadsheets. Like I got a soft visual of typical turn orders and stuff.
Yeah. Your
But-
spells are pretty much situational.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this is a special occasion. Like Cora is
I'm
really good
basically
with
not
that.
gonna use them that much.
Cora
I
knows
have
how to use
fun
her
ones, but-
situational spells in very creative ways.
Yes.
Do you guys want to know what spells like?
Yeah, what was the spell that you were gonna use? that
Don't make me peek.
I'm interested.
Did you get
not gonna
hold
lie.
person?
No, I was going to cast Silence on J-Mitch because he was not helping the situation.
I was thinking of casting darkness on the
I
sword when we went
thought
to
I
the
did
spiders.
a great job. Thank you very much.
Well, you started to, but
Mhm.
okay. So
The
I got
sword would have
Silence.
hated you for that.
I got Aid, which is cool. So I get to choose up to 3 creatures within range, and then each target gets a maximum and current health point increase by 5 for 8 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
So wait, their maximum goes up by 5, and on top of that, they get 5. So they're getting 10 total, but they can
Hang on.
heal up for half of it.
Each target's hit points maximum and current health points increase by 5.
So if they don't match,
Oh.
then it increases both. Okay.
Oh wait, so it's not temporary; it's max. That means they can
Permanent.
heal
But
for
for-
that for 8 hours.
But it says for 8 hours, yeah.
That's
for the
a
duration.
so yeah, okay, that's way better than maximum hit points because max hit points don't stack with each other,
Mhm.
and you can't heal once they're gone. They're gone. That is really
That's a level 2
cool.
spell. And then I got Silence
Level
was another
2?
level 2, and then I got Hail of Thorns, which is
Mm.
cool. And I was gonna do a little RP where like she pretends or she like target practice on Anazira with Hail of Thorns. But yeah, it's basically just anytime I do a ranged weapon attack, it creates a rain of thorns from my ammunition, and then they have to make a dex save. On a fail, they take 1d8 piercing damage, and then on a success, they take half.
So in
That's
addition
pretty
to the
cool.
ammunition damage.
Yes.
Okay, so it's like essentially doubling your damage.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm
How
probably
long? How
gonna
many shots
change-
does that last for? Is
Uh,
it one shot or does it last for a while?
I think it's just one shot.
Mm.
It's just a bonus action.
You only get one shot, one opportunity. Don't miss your
Not
chance
miss your chance.
to.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys don't know the secret spell I have either.
Ha ha ha.
They don't know my sorcerer spells either.
But
It's
I
a
can-
necklace of fireball.
But I can keep stacking it at like different levels up to a maximum of 6d10.
What?
If you upcast it.
Mm.
Oh.
And then I'm gonna swap out Alarm for Zephyr Strike, I think.
Okay. Yeah, because I literally haven't been making you guys do random encounters. I thought random encounters would be really, really fun, but combat takes so long that I kind of like our combat to
Yeah.
be more meaningful and more cinematic.
Absolutely.
that.
And you guys do such great RP that, like, we did this entire session without combat, and yet it felt full.
Yeah.
But I have a lot coming up.
I can't wait. Now that I have a better
Yeah.
idea too of like my weapons, just because I've been sitting here and thinking about the things that I could do with it, even though instead of like stressing about what am I gonna do in time for my turn and then like panic turning, you know?
Yeah.
I'm really excited. Like the second level spell that I picked is.
What did you
it's gonna
pick?
be fun.
What did you pick?
I
We're all
picked
just sharing our
Shatter.
spells.
Shatter.
mini
Yeah.
fireball.
Nice.
Just
Shatter?
sit there
dope.
and just
Shatter does
Yeah.
like double or quadruple damage to structures.
Yeah.
yeah, it does. Non-magic object that isn't being worn also takes damage if it's in the spell's area.
Yep.
Yep.
So you can
Um,
break things. So you could
like
see
a
like
10-foot
someone on a
radius.
palisade shooting arrows down at you. You can shatter at the base of that palisade and knock them down.
Right.
wait, it doesn't say that though in the.
It damages structures. I'm pretty sure shatter does extra
does.
damage to structures.
Absolutely, it does. Yeah.
I'm really excited about that. I think that means like non-magical object. I think that's anything,
Yeah.
including structure. Like, I think
Basically, it's
okay.
saying anything except for magical items because magical items always.
I'm gonna just randomly punch a rock and it's gonna shatter.
It doesn't say it takes extra damage. It just says it takes damage. But 3d8 is a lot of damage.
Yes. Yes, it is.
I feel like Anazir could probably punch the rock without it and still shatter it.
Pretty much.
That's also
Oh, I
fair.
have a question about that leveling wise too. Like, and here it talks about like, you know, if you cast this at a higher level, you add an extra 1d8 for each level. So in D&D Beyond, when you're looking at the character sheet, it automatically puts like the upper level version of the same spells you have at lower levels into the upper level section, but obviously your spell slots stay the same amount, and it
Yes.
doesn't count as an additional spell. It's just your known spell at different levels you could choose to cast.
D&D Beyond.
How?
So when you click on a spell here, it'll give you an option to upscale it. It'll be a drop down. It'll say what level do you want to cast this spell at, and whatever you pick, it will reflect. It'll take out of your spell slots. So
Okay.
it'll be categorized. You'll find it at the lowest level that spell is available. But like, so you have Thunderwave and Witch Bolt.
Right.
You could cast those at second level if you wanted
Yeah.
to.
Yeah. So I wasn't sure, like, I was wondering if because it visually doesn't show them at the other levels, do I like need to add them in as second level versions of them?
No,
or,
you click it, a drop down will appear. Phoenix, Walkie, thank you for the raid of 18 people. We're just talking about the direction our characters are going before we call it for the night.
I'm really
The other thing
excited.
too, Adrian, it's a cool
Yes.
way to maximize your spells. Because, for example, if you haven't used all of your level 2 spells, but you're like, oh, darn, I want to use Hail of Thorns, but I don't have any first level spots available, then you could cast it at level 2 and consume a level 2 spells.
Okay, that makes sense. I agree. And is that only for the evocations that I have, like the abjurations? I cannot cast at high, like they're reactions.
So the
of course
only
not.
spells that you can't cast at higher levels is spells that don't have damage, because when you cast a higher level you do more damage, or spells that target like an amount of people, like Bless. If you cast Bless at a higher level, you can cast it on more people. Instead of 3, you can cast it on 4 or 5. So Shield, literally
And
there's
absorb
nothing
elements
else to do. It's kind of
Right.
like it's as good as it's going to get, so you can't cast that as a higher level because it's
That
like
makes
it gives
sense
you
to me.
resistance. You can't be extra resistant.
More, right, exactly. Well, and like some of them does like say something like 1d6 a damage type triggered or what, like it's that doesn't, it's more about like, well, right now
That's
like
true.
these two are specifically reactions.
It's not
So
about the reaction, it's about what the spell actually does. Some spells just
Okay.
don't have anything better to do.
Okay.
Most spells can be cast at higher level though. Most of them.
It specifies you can.
Oh,
if
rule
it-
says you can use the higher level spell slot to cast
Yeah.
it, but it'll still have the first level effect. So if you
So it's
have
a waste of a
0,
spell slot.
well, not really. So you have 0 spell slots, right? 0 first level spell slots,
Oh,
but you
so
have a
can
second
still
level.
burn a
Right.
second level for it.
Yeah, you're
That's
just not-
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't hate that, knowing that either. I think that's important.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Me gusta.
Shield is never a waste of spell slot.
It is not.
It is
It's
not.
a very,
Listen,
very
At
good-
high levels, you don't have first level spell slots. You have shield slots.
You have shield slot.
Mm-hmm.
Good to know. Good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or you just cast Firebolt and deal like 40-10 damage for no reason.
By the time you're casting Firebolt at 40-10 damage, I feel like that's not enough to put a dent in what you'd actually be fighting's.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's level
Yeah.
17.
Mhm.
So,
So Can we just, for like theater of the mind, since this is my first night with the sword, I'm attuning the sword obviously, so I can use my great weapon feature. But let's say that like because I've attuned it, even though she's gold, that she has like sparks of gold lightning. That
Yeah,
spark
that's
and
what I'm
shine
thinking.
around her. Yeah, so
She's very sparkly.
She's a little electric now too, but it's like gold electric.
And I feel like since you're a little bookworm, she is happy to talk to you about the like all of the presidents of the Netherese up till when she was buried and all the capitals. And in 1954, so she's just giving you like really boring child like schoolhouse histories of.
And Anazira's just eating it up, like
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Now
And,
I'm going
asking
to tell
for,
you
like, the
right
tea
now.
behind the scenes.
I'm going to tell you right now. Do not ask me, Scarlet the DM, for this
The
Netherese
details.
history. It has nothing to do with Out of the Abyss. So just you're becoming a little
No.
Netherese expert.
Yes.
I have no answers for you because I don't know anything about their culture and it's not going to help you in any way. But you're becoming a little Netherese historian. I don't know, maybe we'll use that as a cool way to like do a fun mini encounter. Though I'm trying to do less and less homebrew encounters and just sticking to the book so I can get us through to part 2.
Honestly, I think they're great though. Like the book ones, you're doing such a great job of working them in a way that feels still really natural and homebrew. Like the whole sword thing, like the moment you're like, oh, by the way, this is part of the encounter, like this is part of the module. I was like, what?
It
It's
is.
so good though.
Can I read to you what it says about Dawn? It has a thing, how to role play as Dawn. It's really cute. Okay. It says, personality. Forged by ancient sun worshippers, Dawnbringer is meant to bring light into darkness and to fight creatures of darkness. It is kind and compassionate to those in need, but fierce and destructive to enemies. Long lost years of darkness has made Dawnbringer both frightened of both the dark and abandonment. It prefers that its blade be always present and shedding light in areas of darkness and strongly resists being parted from its wielder for any length of time.
We need to put that into a roleplay moment later at some point where like maybe we're in a fight and the very first time we get into a fight, maybe I do throw her and then use my
And she
bonus
comes
action
right
to
back.
summon her.
She's
And
like,
she's panicking at
don't
first
ever do
because
that
she's
again.
like,
Oh my
throwing her.
god.
I'm like, and don't worry, baby girl. I have this ability. It doesn't matter. As long as you're on the same plane of existence, I can summon you to me at any point in time.
What if it's not even you summoning it? It's just her willfully
back to
coming
me?
back saying, please. Yeah, Dawnbringer's awesome. It's just
love it.
another NPC, guys.
I think I want to become a paladin.
You
Yeah.
know, I think it's pretty
Oath
normal for me to collect little
of
NPC
the flavors.
buddies now, though. Same thing happened on my Monday night. I like befriended a fire spirit and then gave him a home in my pocket watch.
I think Yaslin needs to find some shades of sun resistance or something like that.
Yes,
This is
because-
what's
find
going to be
it.
around a lot.
Yeah.
You'll keep her, like, her shedding of, like, 10 feet, but
Yes,
Yaslin is just
it
kind
says
of
that
be
you
like,
can control it. It says that you can control how bright it is, actually.
down to 10
that-
feet of bright and 10 feet of dim, out to 30 feet and 30 feet. So it can get really bright.
You can dim light by 5 feet to each, yeah. So
5
maximum
feet,
30 feet,
yeah.
minimum to 10. Yeah, there it is. I dumped the extra information at the bottom underneath for the,
Cool.
so I can just scroll through because that way I've got the sentient stuff in there.
Also, I'd say that Scarlett did an amazing job with some of the stuff that she incorporated from the book and made her own, like Seraph and Prince Derendale.
That was you
I love
guys,
this so
man.
much.
You did some. You guided it.
We
that
guided it,
way.
but you're the one that like changed him into a completely different
Scrag.
character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe you guys cured it. That is not in the story.
I love it so much.
All right, guys. I have a lot of work to do for next week.
What if I became a ranger, guys?
Are you?
Low at Skexarl at
What?
64.
Is Nick feeling left out?
No, I'm just kidding.
Are you joining
You
us
have a
in?
fireball necklace.
It's
What do you mean?
Yeah, true.
No, it's a necklace of cooking. It's a necklace of cooking.
Yeah.
That's true. I
How
don't know.
does-
Definitely should be wildfire druid. You're right. You're right. Absolutely correct.
Does the necklace of fireball regenerate, or does it
No.
only
No.
have very limited?
It's
like
all
beads.
consumable. But I did roll 9 charges, so I'm not too worried about it.
Still pretty cool.
Okay.
Unless
I have to
Unless-
go, guys.
Yeah, we gotta
Oh,
go.
here.
Everybody, golden buzzers and Azira.
My golden buzzer actually is gonna go to Nicole and their whole like ORP moment about like the emotions and the fact that like they just did it so good. Like we all were trying to like glump on them with like party love, and they were like, "I'm still gonna be upset about this." And I love that they stuck by their guns on that, because I think that it's very realistic that you can't just change the way a character feels by trying to force empathy on them.
Yes.
And I love that.
Okay, Cora.
Okay, I'm gonna give it to Adrian because I felt like you kicked off that whole RP, and I loved your explanation of, you know, like the breath weapon and like how to really access that, and I thought that was really cool
Excellent.
roleplay from you.
Nick.
I'm gonna give it to Kothar for having amazing RP with their first of all, like the mace, like figuring out what's going on, and yeah, I really enjoy. Like I said, I've enjoyed the slow burn for a while now that the cat's out of the bag, but it's not really out of the bag. Like the rest of the party doesn't know, and you're still kind of hiding and keeping a secret. I like it.
Yeah, I did love that conversation with you and the mace.
Oh my god, I had no idea that was going on. I had no idea you were gonna do that today.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
It just happened.
Yeah, and when I was like, oh god, the mace is talking to me. Okay.
I will say this: Jamich now knows that he can talk to sentient weapons through message, so he's gonna
Yeah.
try and talk to the mace.
Amazing.
Oh,
yeah,
boy.
Slim?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Or sorry, Kothar.
The-
I skipped over Kothar by accident.
Towards Nicole too, because I think we need more himbo in our life.
Mm.
And
Never enough himbo.
exactly, and anytime we can get more Nicole, the better.
Yaslin. I'm trying, Cora.
In the past 5 minutes, it's changed 2 to 3 times, but I'm going to go to Kothar because of trying to mind read the Shinebreaker.
That was amazing. Nicole?
Anazira. Because that was very descriptive. I was not expecting it to go in the way she thought, or this was not exactly as we discussed.
I was gonna
But,
say, wait, that wasn't planned because it felt planned.
Well, so
It
we
was planned. Like,
we planned having a contact about me trying to suss out who he is. But like honestly, the way I did it was not at all how we talked about maybe doing it. I just kind of like
it felt a
Here we
lot
go.
more natural than what we discussed. So I really liked that, and I really.
Do we have a three-way? Anazira, Kothar, and Nicole?
Don't say it like that, please. Oh god.
We
Don't say it
have-
like that, please.
It's
Yeah.
exactly what you
Yeah.
think it
Yeah.
is, chat.
I call
It's exactly what you think it is, chat.
All right, you
I call bottom.
guys are amazing. I will let you all go. I will see you all next week.
Can I just ask one question quickly?
Yes.
What happened with the Seraph stream? That was the last one you had, and what did you turn out to be? Was there
Oh,
a
the
result?
NPC contest.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, we did call a winner, and it was like a week and a half ago, and since my in-laws are here, we'll debut it
Announce it
soon.
later.
We'll
Okay.
debut
Figure it
it
out.
soon.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Alright.
cool.
A few of us won't be here next week as well.
Who is a few of us?
me and James and Ellie.
And Poof.
And Pooh.
Oh, is it
So-
TwitchCon
Picture
next
for you.
week?
Yeah.
TwitchCon is this week
Yes.
through next
Kinda-
weekend.
You know what?
All right.
Let's take next week off.
Yeah, I was gonna say I might be a bit exhausted as well because
Think
PAX
about that.
Australia is this weekend
Let's
as
take
well.
let's
so-
take next week off. I
We'll send you
will have
pictures.
more time to plan something cool. I'm working on a song right now for the next encounter. It has sound effects.
Fun.
It has hyena sound effects.
From the
Foreshadowing in the
nondescript
maze?
giant hyena demon lord note that I took. What? I mean, what?
That's right. So I'll need more time for that. Perfect. Okay, we'll take next week. Oh man, that sucks. 2 weeks in a row. Maybe I will put. Okay, bye guys. I love y'all.
Bye.
Bye. We
Bye.
love you.
Okay. Okay, everybody. That was amazing. Next stream will be on Tuesday. We'll maybe do a music thing, or maybe we'll do a D&D thing. I have a couple of ideas. This week. Steven goes back to work. Actually, Steven goes back to work on Wednesday. So Wednesday will be the first day. I want to spend his last couple days of vacation with him because his family's been in town. They're here till tomorrow. So Tuesday will be the last day we have together. So Wednesday we'll be really taking this seriously because I barely streamed last month and I feel very, very bad. Y'all are amazing. Keep an eye on TikTok. I have been making some videos. And y'all are beautiful. Thank you for everything. It was a really, really fun stream. Okay.